I like guys like that. Could you draft a guy at 31 to be a center and start right away? Absolutely. Could you get a guy in the second round and start at center? You can. Maybe Jared Wilson is more of a center than a guard. That might be the case, but I would say it's going to be Ben Brown, Jared Wilson, and you go get another lineman. But just seems a little light to me, though. Unless they were going to cut him. Anyways, what do we have for a lineup tonight? I don't know if you saw anything out
No
there.
official lineup yet, but I would imagine White, Brown, Tatum, Keita, and take your pick, Shireman, Hauser.
Shireman out or Hauser out? Because one of them is going to have to be ready to come off the bench,
I would imagine Hauser starts. That would be my guess. We'll find out very shortly.
All right, we will. Because you know why? We're going to hand things over to Grandy and Max, who are on the call tonight, the best in the business. Don't call it a gap year. How many times have I heard Sean Grandy say that this year? He's right. It wasn't a gap year for Jaylen Brown. It wasn't a gap year for Brad Stevens. It wasn't a gap year for Joe Missoula. And you know what? It certainly wasn't a gap year for Jason Tatum, who worked hard to get back to playing meaningful basketball games, and it should be celebrated tonight, and it will be. TD Garden, full house. Cooper Flagg, the number one pick in the NBA draft, versus the American face of the NBA, Jason Tatum. Yes, I said it. Absolutely. All right, let's go. We got our pizza ready. We got our wings. It's a party here, everybody. Let's hand it over to Grandy and Max. They have their own party, and I can't wait to hear Eddie Palladino tonight on the mic. I'm Joe Murray. We got Celtics basketball next on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. He's the media group station. This is Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jaylen left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, floats it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jaylen, right-hand dribble, into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three. Moving and grooving.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jaylen forces it up over He tied it. He did it. Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done, and by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grandy and Cedric Maxwell.
Talk about a crowded stage. We've got one tonight at TD Garden, where once again, we're the center of the sports world as a long-awaited debut of New England's Cooper Flagg in Boston somehow gets bumped from the lead as March 6th, 2026 becomes instead the return of Jason Tatum as the Celtics, in what already was a big game in the pennant race, take on the Dallas Mavericks. We have shared so many memorable nights with you over the last quarter century. Without question, this will be the latest. I'm Sean Grandy. Cedric Maxwell will be alongside shortly. The return was not unexpected. The work that Jason Tatum put in, the overwhelming physical grind, the roller coaster of tricks your mind will play on you that had to be overcome, that was not unexpected. The deafening ovation that awaits Jason Tatum when he takes the court in a few minutes, and the last thing you'd call unexpected. But the ways the Celtics world hasn't changed from when Jason Tatum was carried off the Garden floor in New York on May 12th, that's the part no one expected. And the fact that the gap year Celtics are not at 500 or 20 games below, but rather 20 games over on the night he returned. That at once has both complicated and enhanced the return, added drama, added pressure, added hope to what 9 months ago felt like an event that was going to be an end unto itself. But what that means in the immediate future The rest of the season and beyond, the narratives of the talk shows and the podcasts will take it in a multitude of directions, but tonight should be nothing but celebration of a great Celtic, the first half of his legendary career, and a celebration of the second half of it that begins tonight. Because nights exactly like this that no other franchise has seen more of, and no fans that appreciate it more. Coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, the Game 63 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight, which we will remember for far more than its number. The actual game. Yeah, the show will be the thing, but after the fourth quarter of the gap year season got off to a brutal start Wednesday against Charlotte and a treacherous road trip ahead, this may very well fall under the heading of must win if the Celtics are to stay second in the East. We'll tell you why, and then we'll break down this rematch with the Mavs. A fairly easy Celtics win in Dallas despite 36 from Cooper Flagg in his debut against the Celtics. Anthony Davis gone. Kyrie Irving on the shelf. It is Cooper Flagg's team now. How do they build around him, and is there still time for him to pull Rookie of the Year race back from Con Knipple? We'll tell you about his return last night in Orlando and what to expect minute-wise in a back-to-back for them on a night that he and the entire state of Maine have looked forward to since the schedule came out in August. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Cooper's near miss last night in Orlando and in the MVP race subdivision of Wemby versus Cade. Advantage France. Cunningham. Set away by Wembanyama. 4-on-1. Devin for victory! We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Missoula.
And one of the things I give credit to is just the openness and the vulnerability about a journey. And on a journey, there's never going to be just ups or downs. And I think he was very open about, hey, this is where I am. This is what I'm struggling with. This is what I'm doing well.
Well, coming up next, funny how humbling this league can be. Monday morning at 4 a.m., the Celtics arrived at their hotel in Milwaukee less than 16 hours before a back-to-back on the road. The result, an easy blowout win. The Charlotte Hornets, the league's hottest team, arrived at their hotel in Boston at 5 a.m. Wednesday. Karmic payback was early and often. We'll look back to the Celtics' worst loss of the year and one of the worst nights in TD Garden history. Knipple, left-hand dribble, into the paint. Two pump fakes, can't knock Ugo away. Throws out the Bridges. Hornets reset it with a mellow ball. Right-hand dribble, nasty step back on Pritchard. Three in the air, rattles home. Sometimes you are the windshield and sometimes you are the bug. The Celtics just getting cuffed around on their home floor from start to finish tonight. It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the comeback and the homecoming. Cooper Flagg returns to New England as Jason Tatum returns home. The Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks here at the Garden, top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Corned beef is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Corned Beef Point Cut for just $1.99 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2 while supplies last. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. We're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate with corned beef. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune into tonight's game on the Celtics Radio Network to hear this date in history, restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the open road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event and take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V from Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know there's going to be a lot of people, showing up from Maine and showing support, so I'm really excited just to be up there for the first time and play in that arena. It's really the only arena I went to as a little kid, so I'm really excited. And, it's a great opportunity. So, I just am blessed.
It was over 200 days ago that the schedule came out as we welcome him back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. And for 199 of those 200 days, it was about that young man, Cooper Flagg. This was the Cooper Flagg game at the Garden. The entire state of Maine driving down to see it. It is to some degree, but not really.
Yeah.
But not really. And the effect that has, I think it's a benefit, by the way, to Cooper Flagg, that this is no longer the Cooper Flagg game, and now he is just part of he's the #1 sideshow on a night that the main stage obviously is about Jason Tatum. Grandy Max here at TD Garden. We've been here many, many nights throughout the course of the year. We've done a lot of game 63s on a regular night in the NBA season, and we have done games in the NBA Finals. This feels very much like an NBA Finals game when you consider the amount of media that was going to be here for Cooper Flagg anyway, from the state of Maine, covering his first game in Boston. But the Jason Tatum return has turned this into a national story. It's the center of the sports world. Throw in the Sloan Sports Conference over at Harvard. It feels like everybody in the world is in the room tonight, as this is the night that we have waited for since the 12th of May. We speculated, we wondered, it felt like it was close. I asked you as we were preparing to leave the air, have we reached the tipping point where this is becoming a distraction if he doesn't come back? And now we don't have to answer that question anymore, because there is no when is Jason Tatum coming back. Jason Tatum's back.
Well, I think that when you look at him and the excitement that everybody has to have all these T-shirts here and all the big build-up, maybe the conspiracy was real.
Well, the question is, when could he have come back? Because obviously there's a matter of being physically ready, about being mentally ready. Does the game, I would imagine the game the other night did not play into it. We're going to talk to Joe Missoula about all of it a little bit later on. But to me, just walking in here today, and I know the talk shows and the podcasts, everybody's going to do what they do here. Tatum and Brown, how Tatum fits in, what this all means. I hope for one night this can be what it should be, which is a celebration not just of the first half of Jason Tatum's Hall of Fame career, but the celebration that tonight, the second half of it, begins. I talked almost immediately, in the immediate aftermath of the injury, Max, about what the night was going to be like when it eventually happened, with all the love that was going to pour down on him. And as much as Jaylen Brown has earned every minute and every flower he has gotten this year, what Jason Tatum's about to get from this crowd when his name is announced in the starting lineup, he has earned that too.
Well, a bunch of people have been asking me, was he going to start or not? Well, you start him. I'm like, why wouldn't you start?
He's starting.
I believe that when you think about a game like this, and I've done, as you like to say, all these different talk shows, and the first thing people talk about is, can those two get in and, be co-players together? Do they like each other? How about the fact that one is going to be announced? And I feel, you know what, today, and I'm going to say this and be as real as I can. I've always been. When Tatum was out shooting on the floor, I was looking at Brown. And I was just trying to think in his mind, what is he thinking as a player who's had an all-star, almost an MVP-type career, but at the same time is a second page to the guy who is trying to come back from injury? It has to be real fascinating in your mind.
And I think at the end we're going to find out. Listen, Jaylen Brown has enjoyed every flower he has gotten this year. He's deserved every flower because, let's face it, on Jason Tatum night, let's say this. For 8 years, Jaylen Brown has been Robin. And this year, all the while knowing he could be Batman, all the while thinking and believing he could be Batman, and then this year, he's been Batman, and he's done it unbelievably well, a year that has exceeded everybody's expectations except his own. But I think deep down, Jaylen Brown knows to win a championship, he's got to have his running buddy with him.
There's no question. I think that any basketball player who has any soul at all is going to be knowing that basketball fans going to say one without the other. Brad Stevens, that's the one thing I did talk to him about. And he said, what this team is going to be is going to be predicated now on what level Tatum comes back if this team can win a championship. And nobody was even thinking that when Tatum went down. Jaylen Brown's play allowed Jason Tatum to be where he is now, because just say if there were 20 games out under,
right,
would you even bring him back this year?
I think that they would have. I just think it's changed the dynamic here of what is possible, and now expectations, which are already at fever pitch, people are going to get carried away with that. But I think for one night anyway, I said this the other night, to me, what happens with Jason Tatum tonight isn't the issue. What happens in Game 2? What happens in Game 4? What happens in Game 8 of these 20 games remaining here? And what does Jason Tatum look like at the start of next year? That's number one. But can the Celtics become this true live underdog to scare the living heck out of the elite teams in the NBA? Because for 60 games, they have played like one, and that is the wild card and the difference. But a lot of ground to cover here, including the Cooper Flag debut. Jordan Walsh will not play for the Celtics tonight, so imagine all the people that drove down from Maine to see Jordan Walsh play tonight and aren't going to get a chance, but will persevere anyway. Before we look ahead, we look back, and isn't it interesting that this night comes, a game we have not talked about yet, that is essentially a must-win for the Celtics, because you have a 3-game death road trip ahead at Cleveland, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City, and you're coming off the game and the highlights we're about to listen to, where the Charlotte Hornets came in and showed you that there's going to be trouble right here in the East the rest of the way, too. Celtics tonight will wear the home white. Their best record this year is with these uniforms on. Green letters and numbers. They will go right to left in the first half. Charlotte wearing the road purple jerseys tonight. White letters and numbers and the familiar teal color trim down the left and right. Moussa Diabate will jump it against Amias Queta. It took the fourth quarter of the season to begin to get the first meeting of the year between the Celtics and the Charlotte Hornets, but it is underway. Diabate wins the tap. It's in the hands of LaMelo Ball, and here we go. Vucevic playing with the starters here. Derek White dribbling out the shot clock here. It's at 5. Diabate pulls away from him, and Derek White says, hey, I'm Derek White. I'm going to stick this 3.
Oh, smaller.
Wow. Vucevic all alone, and he missed the layup. Kobe White dribbling past Pritchard, switches to the left hand and scores. That is a big swing. Timeout, Joe Missoula. Uzi barking at. Tough sequence. Vucevic missed a layup. Peyton Pritchard turns it over, and a sluggish start here. Vooch is 0 for 5. LaMelo, kick out. Knipple, 3. Got it. Timeout, Joe Missoula, and the Hornets are running the Celtics off the floor. Miller for Zion James. Return to Brandon Miller right side. Miller switches to the right hand, driving in on Shireman. Kick back to the wing. James, 3. Rattles in.
Ball was on the rim, then fell back in.
Hornets by 22, and the Celtics just the latest victim of this Charlotte buzzsaws. Second night of a back-to-back, and this is what we talked to Joe about. Jalen switches to the left hand, drives, big-time flush with the right hand, and he flexes towards the Charlotte bench, which is something to do when you're down by 20. Miller takes the handoff from Diabate, shot clock down to 5. Cross-court Bridges, steps to his right away from Vucevic, 3 in the air, swish.
Celtics might just have to get smaller.
Celtics 12 of, watch the Hornets go 12 of 25 from 3 here. On Knipple. Steps to his left, quick 3, no good, back iron. Oh, of course it's good. Hit the back iron, went about 8 feet in the air, and right back down the middle. Rebound, Derek White. Charlotte still shooting 51%. Derek White bounced past Pritchard. Moves it to the baseline extended, and Jaylen Brown throws it in between Vucevic and Derek White. It goes rolling into the backcourt, out of bounds, and if that isn't the signature moment of a disastrous offensive performance by the Celtics, I do not know what is. Josh Green shovels back to Knipple. Steps away from Jordan Walsh, calmly knocks down the 3. And there goes your momentum.
6-point swing.
85-66. I'd say Charlotte's played the perfect road game, but they played the perfect game no matter where they are. Knipple, left-hand dribble, into the paint. 2 pump fakes, can't knock Ugo away. Throws out the Bridges. Hornets reset it with LaMelo Ball. Right-hand dribble, nasty step back on Pritchard. 3 in the air, rattles home. Sometimes you are the windshield, and sometimes you are the bug. The Celtics just getting cuffed around on their home floor from start to finish tonight. Bad night at the office. The Celtics just get cuffed around by the hottest team in the NBA. Charlotte wins their 6th consecutive game by 15+, and they hand the Celtics their 2nd worst loss of the year and their worst since early November. The final score, Charlotte 118, Boston 89. And not only that, the 6th worst loss for the Celtics in the history of TD Garden on their home floor. They'd only had 5 30-point losses, lost by 29 to Charlotte, which makes tonight's developments obviously pretty interesting on a variety of levels. The Celtics are 41-21. The Dallas Mavericks are 21-41. And obviously Cooper Flag has been amazing as an 18-19-year-old, but he's not yet helping this team win. He has a lot of those LeBron instincts, but remember, LeBron didn't make the playoffs the first year either, playing for Cleveland, but it is spellbinding. I talked about how it feels like the NBA Finals in here. Well, you know who was on the other side when the NBA Finals were here? The Dallas Mavericks were. Think about their transition over the last year and a half. Anthony Davis is gone. Kyrie is on the shelf. All the changes, and now everything is built around Cooper Flagg, who scored his 1,000th point of his rookie year last night in Orlando.
Well, it's fantastic. And somebody told me in Charlotte, they're like, well, who's better? Knipple? Is he better right now in this situation as a rookie? I said, when you look at Cooper Flagg, he does so many more things. Why are we even comparing one to the other? Because you're talking about Cooper Flagg can dominate you on the defensive end, the offensive end. No comparison to the two players. No, not kicking at all about Knipple because he's a great scorer, but show me something else he can do for you.
Max's Player to Bank on, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, on the road to Banner 19. And this year, our friends at CSB are celebrating a banner year of their own. 175 years just getting started. Visit ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF.
Ain't the obvious right now. Ain't the obvious. The guy who's going to run in after us here, Jason Tatum, is going to be the guy we're going to key on tonight. He's coming out the door now.
You're about to hear this place go berserk. Jason Tatum marches through the tunnel for the first time since Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals a year ago. Onto the court as he gets set to make his return.
Well, just fantastic. Thinking about, what you have tonight so far as the highlights are concerned, or what we're going to look at. I want to say not turn the basketball over. Keeping your emotions in check tonight is going to be a key.
Those are Max's keys to the game, brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Joe Missoula finally can talk about Jason Tatum, his rehab, and his return tonight, how he'll be used, all of it. We'll cover it. We'll take a quick trip around the NBA. When we return, Joe Murray's got Sports Hub headlines because, well, Roman Anthony's World Baseball Classic debut getting overshadowed tonight, but we'll cover everything as we get you ready for the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Tatum returns tonight on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, and toss pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and with every assist this season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts will donate $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts Dental Cares for Veterans program, providing crucial oral health care to veterans in need. They've served us, now it's time we serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
If you're like most Americans nearing retirement with money in a 401k or IRA, then listen. The U.S. Supreme Court's recent ruling on President Trump's tariffs has added fresh uncertainty to global trade policy, and investors don't like uncertainty. That ruling helped push gold to another multi-week high as traders sought safety in precious metals. When markets get nervous, precious metals often move higher, and fast. Right now, the gold and silver markets may be offering investors a second chance at history. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000 to get your free gold investment kit. You'll also receive a free copy of Ken Rogoff's book, Our Dollar, Your Problem. Many Americans are rolling over a portion of their retirement into physical gold and silver, tax and penalty-free with Advantage Gold. Call 800-900-8000 now. Get into position before the next surge. Results vary. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Electrical contractors, get on board Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order.
You'll save at Warrendale Appliance. Save big on everything in the store, plus take rebates of up to $4,000 on GE, Cafe, and Profile. And for every appliance you buy in March, you'll get to come back at the end of the month and grab free cash money out of the Warrendale Magic Dryer. Only at Warrendale Appliance.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Patriots have traded center Garrett Bradbury to the Bears for a fifth-round pick. Bradbury played all 17 games last season and is familiar with playing in the NFC North. when he was with the Vikings. Pats also signed Tommy DeVito. It's a 2-year contract extension worth $7 million. Bruins made a few minor league trades today at the deadline. They will host Washington in the Saturday matinee at the Garden. The World Baseball Classic is underway. Team USA and Rowan Anthony, they'll take on Brazil tonight. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Grandy and Max will take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealth management.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Start saving at Clinton Savings Bank when you open a Total Access checking account. Earn a high yield of 4.05 annual percentage yield when requirements are met. Guaranteed through May 31st. With on-the-go banking, you've got anytime access, mobile check deposits in a snap, and access to over 55,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Certain restrictions apply. Call 978-365-3700. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
It's the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Tatum on the floor, all smiles, going to the layup line as we get set to go. Our quick trip around the NBA brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard.
LeBron, one-on-one with Nachi. Off the back end. James, turn around. He's got it! Another record in the legendary career of LeBron James. Most field goals in NBA history. Passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
John Ireland, Lakers radio. LeBron James, now the latest record, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No one's made more shots in NBA history. So fascinating. We're talking about LeBron records when we're seeing the only guy that's chasing his as a teenager tonight in Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag, amazing, but LeBron James continues to defy logic with what he's able to do right now at his age.
We'll update you on everything else as we move along, but the story in the NBA is the story in sports tonight. It's the return of Jason Tatum. We'll talk about it with Joe Missoula next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start, so he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. It looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free, too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a cybersecurity engineer at a publicly traded company.
We've been hacked! They're through our firewall!
How is that even possible?
They got my password.
Please don't tell me your password was password.
It's actually password 1.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The
College basketball madness is almost here, and the Brook Casino is your ultimate viewing and betting destination. With New Hampshire's biggest video wall at 150 feet, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy all the action in the Brook's modern Vegas-style DraftKings Sportsbook with lounge seating and delicious food for you and your friends. Just over the border, exit 1 off 95 in Seabrook, New Hampshire. Go to livefreeandplay.com to plan your visit. Don't miss out on any of the college basketball madness. Go to livefreeandplay.com.
Hi, I'm Mark Mees from Rapid Flow Sewer and Drain Cleaning, and I'm excited that Rapid Flow is affiliated with Local 12 Plumbers and Gas Fitters Union. That means when you work for Rapid Flow, you'll have access to a pension, annuity, and health care that includes dental and vision. Rapid Flow is proud to be part of Local 12 and have our team get the most out of their career. And best of all, we're hiring. If you're an experienced sewer and drain cleaning or pipe rehabilitation technician, give us a call, 1-800-286-FLOW or rapidflowinc.com.
Your Boston Celtics are back at the Garden tonight, and Ace Ticket always has the best deals on Celtics tickets. With last-minute deals on tonight's games, visit aceticket.com before they're gone.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause. 10 seconds for station ID on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Our conversation with the coach brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market that makes shopping, saving, and mail planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app or the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today. Here's Sean Grandy with Coach Missoula.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. Joe, I want to start with something odd, the way clutch minutes and offensive rating are calculated. No, I don't want to start with any of that tonight. But since you woke up probable this morning, which we were all glad to hear about, let me start with this because it is the lead to me, and I know it won't be to anyone else, and that's fine. But when I saw you for the first time the day of Game 5 against the Knicks here last year, the game after the injury, I hadn't texted or reached out to Jason yet. I asked you, how's he doing? And the last thing I was asking about was his Achilles, the surgery, but rather, how is he doing? So with every question you will now face about the return, the minutes, the rotation, all of it, I'm curious how happy Joe the person is to see someone you care about get to this night.
No question. And I think things, there's been some questions about, like, what's the goal tonight? And there's multiple goals. And I think one of them is having a sense of gratitude and a sense of perspective about, someone that I care deeply about, someone that I love, and someone that's on our team, someone that's a part of what we do, go through something extremely difficult and all the good and bad. And one of the things I give credit to is, like, just the openness and the vulnerability about a journey. And on a journey, there's never going to be just ups or downs. And I think he was very open about, hey, this is where I am, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I'm doing well. But the whole goal was to get to the moment where you have the freedom because of the work that you put in physically, mentally, emotionally. You have the freedom to decide, hey, I can do this or I can't do this. And I think he's put a ton of work into that point. He's made a decision to come back, and as a team, it's not like he's been around the whole time. He's been on the bench for almost every game. He's been on the plane, been in film sessions, been in the weight room, so we're integrating a member of our team back in, and we have a chance to get better as a team the rest of the season.
What he has accomplished to get here tonight, we talk about it takes a village. It takes a village.
Yeah.
Guys, there are so many people whose names people that are listening to us don't know.
Yeah, his trainer, Nick Sang.
Yeah.
Our Phil Cole and our sports science team, his mother, his agent, just people in general. His family, the staff, the two ways, the people in Maine, when he was assigned to Maine for the day, just a ton of people, starts with him, and then everyone else, has played a part in us getting to this point, and now we begin a new journey on going forward as a team and continuing to get better.
There's an analogy to be made to acquiring a player at the deadline that you have to integrate without practice time, and that's a fair analogy. On the other hand, he's been around literally every second, every game, and and amazingly has done it with like 82 different outfits. I don't know how he did that, but it is.
And that was the goal, right? I think if you're going to be serious about getting to a point where you want to make the decision to come back, you have to be serious about the way you go about your process every day. And he took very serious being around the team and being with the team. I mean, even coming to the Philly-Milwaukee game, you know what I mean? Like even coming on a back trip, stuff like that. I think people's always talking about players' leadership, and players' leadership is constantly changing. It's giving the locker room and the game and the team and the situation what it needs. And, you know, I think throughout this journey, what was needed was his presence. But what was also needed was the ownership that, you know, he took in the process of coming back. And, you know, it's a credit to him and to the people around him.
What are the priorities in deciding, whatever minutes you have, Jason, and everybody be watching it very closely, what are the priorities in deciding how you use those minutes? Is it who he plays with? Is it different things you want? You've had so much time to prepare for it.
There's two priorities. One, regardless of if it's game 1 or game 21, there's a set of non-negotiables that you have to execute. You know, and I think because of who he is, that's the standard that he wants to be held to. And so regardless of game 1 or not, you know, there's non-negotiables that we have to be able to execute tonight. You know, that's part of the decision on wanting to come back, is taking on the non-negotiables and the ownerships of execution every single game. And then there's a grace period, and there's just certain things that are just going to come with time. And I think you're just balancing both of those things. So it's not really about the minutes, it's about the balance of where is the grace and where is the things that impact winning, and you know, how do we go after that?
Right, impact winning, an actual game, which your team, we have discussed the ability to block out noise and go to work the next day. And here you have a Dallas team that does a couple of the things, even though they lost some games lately, and they're reintegrating Cooper into the lineup last night. They rebound, they get to the line, two things that I know right away are on your radar.
And they get out in transition, and they're great, and they've played some of the most clutch games in the league, and so which that means the margins are even more important, because if you end up getting into a clutch game, somebody dominated the margins at some point, and you know, so we just have to be ready. Obviously, everything starts at the point of attack with Flag and his ability to get out in transition, his ability to get out to the free throw line. Haven't seen Brendan Williams. You know, he's a guy that's great at the end of quarters, starter quarters with Thompson, and you know, and his ability to shoot the ball. And so we just got to be great in those areas.
Well, the show will take place in front of us now, and then we'll all move on to game number 2 with not as many people watching. Celtics and Mavericks next. Yeah, exactly. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
If you're in the market for Michelin tires, get to Town Fair Tire and get them at the guaranteed lowest price. With Michelin's innovative technologies designed for durability and performance, you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires over all the toughest of road conditions. Plus, at Town Fair, you get free services for life. So if you're looking for the best deal on Michelin tires, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience, because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Everything before it, it seems, has been forgotten. The fact that on that night, 10 months ago, on the game's biggest stage at Madison Square Garden, Jason Tatum was having another epic playoff night, trying to will the Celtics even in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Everything before it, though, was quickly forgotten when it happened. Tatum or Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown dropped it. Picked off by Anunoby. He will go the distance. Two-hand slam, and Tatum is hurt. Tatum is hurt. Tatum is still down. He is screaming for a timeout. And in a New York minute, everything has changed. 298 days have passed. The Celtics have revamped the roster, reset the tax clock, and set the stage to return to contention when Jason Tatum returned. Then the gap year Celtics flipped the script. Try to keep it away. Now Jalen, left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, floats it up. It rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, because the Boston Celtics, who have compiled unexpected win after unexpected win, dive deep in the playbook tonight. They sit the starters, come from 20 down, beat the Pacers, and have won for the 13th time in the last 17 games. All the Celtics had to do was touch it. And on a night they had no touch for the entire first half, the gap year Celtics continue to put a gap between themselves and the rest of the Eastern Conference. A 22-point come-from-behind win. It feels as if the Celtics have lived the best of both worlds for a decade now. Perennial contention, deep playoff runs, the 18th championship, and tonight they once again become whole. Jason Tatum returns to begin the second half of his Hall of Fame career as the Celtics begin the rest of their stunning house money season with the biggest possible infusion of cash. An unforgettable night at the Garden ahead as Jason Tatum and the Celtics take on the Boston debut of Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, nicely done, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At TD Garden, where the Celtics didn't get a Christmas game, but it might as well be Christmas morning right now. The starting lineups are brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Here's Eddie Palladino.
Introducing the Boston Celtics! From Virginia, number 30, Sam Hauser. From Utah State, number 88, Tatum. From Colorado, number 9, Derek White. From California, number 7, Jaylen Brown. And from Duke, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of the Boston Celtics is Joe Missoula.
When sound has feel. Jason Tatum, all smiles during warm-ups. Now a tighter look on his face as he is about to take the floor for the first time in an NBA game. And you can hear how bedlam bananas this place is all around us.
It's just unbelievable to think about a player coming back in this situation, coming back and so on. But his heart has to be pumping Kool-Aid right now. I mean, just the fact I would go on one of these price whatever and say, is he going to hit the rim if he shoots a 20-footer? I would say no, shoots it over because he's going to be that jacked up. I hope he gets a layup for his first shot.
All right, Chris Middleton in the starting lineup for Dallas tonight. Remember, they're on the second night of the back-to-back. Daniel Gafford is out, so Dwight Powell will start at center. P.J. Washington, who once got into a little verbal thing with Jason Tatum a couple of years ago about games being on League Pass, not on League Pass tonight. Cooper Flagg, his Boston debut in this building where he grew up watching so many games, and Max Christie is the point guard for Dallas tonight. But who could have imagined that the eyes would not be on Cooper Flagg when this game began tonight?
Well, you said it best. Sound is less when you think about Tatum's having on the floor for the first time.
Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series #1 selling pickup #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Bob Sunsluck of Watertown. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the quarter, Bob wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. There will be so much discussion over the next few weeks, a couple of months, about Jason Tatum and his return. But tonight is about the work he did to get here, about the first half of his career, and about the second half of it, which begins tonight. Celtics will wear the road green uniforms tonight. White letters and numbers, they will go left to right. Dallas will wear their home white on the Boston floor. Blue letters, blue numbers, they will go right to left. Dwight Powell will jump it against the EST with Jason Tatum getting out of his crouched down stance, getting ready to play. Ball's punched in the air. Sam Hauser puts in the hands of Derek White. And away we go. The Jason Tatum comeback is beginning. He's got it. Left side of the floor, guarded by Cooper Flagg. Tatum, cross court, Hauser, catch and shoot. It's a three, short, front rim. Long rebound, Jaylen Brown going to get there first. Jaylen Brown has Cooper Flagg in front of him, goes to Hauser in front. Now Tatum, left side of the floor against P.J. Washington. Tatum, left-hand dribble, pulls up, baseline, rims out on the rebound of the weak side for Max Christie.
I'd have lost that one. He did hit the rim.
Cooper Flagg, offensive end, first touch. Spins on Sam Hauser. Jaylen coming from the backside, trying to strip him. Cooper Flagg throws it out to Christie, who up fakes, goes near Jaylen, who slaps the ball away. Hauser punches it into the backcourt. Cooper Flagg's able to go get it. Chris Middleton, the veteran, going to pull up, shoot a three. That's no good on the rebound for Tobias Keita. Boy, there are nerves and adrenaline all over the floor here tonight. Lead for Hauser, quick three, left corner, no good. And the rebound fielded by Keita. Pulls it away from Cooper Flagg. Kick out Hauser. Returns it left corner, open, White, three, no side. He hits the side of the backboard, and Chris Middleton.
Everybody calm the hell down. Whoa.
What's the score going to be? Is there going to be a score where the coach finally calls a timeout here? Middleton for Cooper Flagg. Bounce pass in the paint. Powell drops it. Dallas turnover. Keita's got it. And here's Derek White into the front court, up the right side against Cooper Flagg. Handoff Jaylen Brown against Chris Middleton. Jaylen dribbling between his legs. Into the paint, step back, free throw line, creates the contact, step back jumper, no good. Rebound Dwight Powell, who played 90 seconds without a point. Celtics have missed their first 5 shots. Dwight Powell, handoff, Max Christie, gets to 14 feet. His jumper is no good, and the rebound is the first for Jason Tatum. Here's Jaylen Brown, up the left side of the floor against Washington. Tatum wants it on the right side. Keita going to hand it to him, dribble handoff. Tatum dribbles to the free throw line, lob for Keita. Two-hand slam, and the score opens with a Keita lob and slam assisted by Jason Tatum.
You know, that's what Tatum does. That's the other part of his game that people aren't going to look at.
Cooper Flagg dribbles to the right elbow. His jumper is no good. The rebound belongs to Keita.
Wow, Celtics almost tapped that in.
2-0 Boston. 2 minutes and 12 seconds in. Here's Tatum. Left side of the floor, steps to his left, bounce entry, caught by Keita, and he was blocked to the rim by P.J. Washington. Great saving play, Christie. Lead pass for Dwight Powell. Powell against Tatum, shovels it back outfield on a hop by Washington. Drives on Keita, finds Cooper Flagg, plenty of time, 12 on the shot clock, swing back to Christie. Christie, left side of the floor against Derek White, dribbling between his legs. Powell comes out, sets a high screen, 6 on the shot clock. Christie pull up three, rims out. Rebound fielded on a hop by Jaylen Brown. Mavericks still have not scored. He played nearly 3 minutes. Jaylen Brown against P.J. Washington. On the right wing, finds Derek White straight away. Now Tatum left side against Cooper Flagg. Return to Derek White. Tatum going to set the high screen. Derek White pull up three. Short, front iron. And the rebound for P.J. Washington. Celtics 1 of 8. Dallas 0 for 4. Washington. Bounce entry caught by Cooper Flagg. Turns on Derek White and scores. And you hear the maniacs from all over the building as Cooper Flagg is on the board.
That's why traffic was so bad today. The maniacs driving.
Tied at 2. Tatum catches. Right-hand dribble. Lob. Keita catches. Knocked away on a reach-in, but a foul is called on Cooper Flagg.
You get 2 shots here, or you get... Like he had 2 hands on the basketball.
He did, so it's going to be free throws for Keita. Emias Keita 2, Cooper Flagg 2, and that's where we are. 3 minutes and 16 seconds in.
Being the facilitator, a table setter. In this, sometimes you are a guy that plays, that role, almost decoy.
Now, so much conversation about, well, Tatum's been secretly practicing with the Celtics. Spoiler alert, there have been no practices. The Celtics have practiced maybe once or twice as Tatum misses the first free throw since the All-Star break. So on the one hand, it is like acclimating a new player you pick up at the trade deadline. On the other hand, it's a player who not only knows the system, he has been with the team at every game, at every practice all year. Tatum misses both. Either team going to get to 70 tonight. We're tied at 2. 3 minutes and 22 seconds in. Cooper Flagg, right-hand dribble, inside the elbow. Attacks Keita, runs it out the window, no good, but he gets fouled. And Cooper Flagg is holding on to his left ankle. He draws the gasp in the crowd. He is pulled up. He's hobbling a little bit, trying to put weight on that left ankle. Cooper Flagg just came back from injury last night. After missing 8 games, he immediately reached down for his foot, his left foot.
Pretty good commercial then for New Balance, and he might not play no more. I mean, you look how he's hopping off the floor.
And Jason Kidd grabs the timeout. What a crazy twist this is taking. 3 minutes and 26 seconds in. Boston 2, Dallas 2. Cooper Flagg hobbles to the bench on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here, and the snack spread from Big Y, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition, platters that get major play, and toss pizzas for the whole team, and that impressive 30-inch super sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y, nicely done.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assist. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
Hey, sports fans, want to win cars, trucks, cash, and more, all while supporting Parkinson's Warriors? Go to punch4parkinsons.org now and use promo code SportsHub to save 50% off today. That's punch4parkinsons.org.
That same Louisiana flavor y'all love about our chicken? Flawless. Yeah, we did that to crispy Alaskan flounder and butterfly shrimp, too. Both for $5.99. But we didn't stop there. You can add lemon pepper or garlic Parmesan rub to that shrimp. Now, we only do seafood every so often, so you know what to expect.
Popeyes can't miss.
That's right. The seafood menu is back. At participating restaurants, prices may vary.
Clogged drain never happens at a good time. John Sewer Drain Cleaning with locations in Woburn and Norwood and a team of over 70 technicians on the road daily will solve your clogged drain problem fast. John Sewer Drain Cleaning, on call since 1976. Visit johnsewer.com.
We get the job done. This is Boston's home for sports.
Well, everybody could use a few deep breaths here, that is for sure. Celtics basketball brought to you by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. We have played 3 minutes and 26 seconds, and if you were worried about missing a lot of shots, you haven't. The Celtics are 1 of 8, Dallas 1 for 5. Jason Tatum assisted on the Keita field goal and has a rebound in 4 minutes. He took a shot from the baseline, missed it. He did hit the rim, which is better than Kevin Garnett did with all that adrenaline in his debut. And now all eyes, Cooper Flagg is back on the floor. He was holding on to his left foot as he went down on the drive to the basket. He's got free throws coming in.
He's trying to walk it off. But I want to see how he goes on the defensive end or how he starts to run again. Young players, younger bones like that, almost heal instantly. The rest of us, we're down and out for a while.
Tatum remains in the game. There is a minute restriction. Joe Missoula would not publicly reveal what it was, but it's higher than you probably think as Cooper Flagg gets the first free throw to break the tie. Cooper Flagg, remember, got to the line a ton against the Celtics in the game in Boston. He was 10 of 11. He had 36 points in the game in Dallas. in early February. A lot of those points came because nobody else was scoring, and Dallas was trying to come back from 23 down in the fourth quarter. They got within 10. 4-2 Dallas. Cooper Flagg has the 4 points for the Mavericks. 3.5 minutes in. Tatum push pass across court. He finds a wide open Jaylen Brown for 3. Tatum assists on both Boston field goals to begin the game. It's 5-4. Dwight Powell beyond the top of the circle. Queta plays way off him. Handoff on the dribble. Christie drives, floats it up there for Powell. Catches, lands, and then just shovels it back out to Cooper Flagg. Goes squares, takes a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tatum. So 2 rebounds, 2 assists now for Tatum. Boston by 1, 4 minutes in. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand. Drives deep on Christie. Powell waiting at the rim, so he throws back to Queta. Queta floats it with the left hand, and it spins over the rim and in.
Good job by Queta. This time getting himself in the position. The last game he had was the best game against Charlotte.
The ball moving here. 3 assists on 3 field goals for the Celtics to start. They lead 7-4, and defensive 3 seconds called on Queta, who doesn't even try to get out of the paint after the call. And Cooper Flagg sort of looking around and saying, "Who's going to take this?" And Chris Middleton says, "Hey, I got this." Chris Middleton, who spent 11.5 years in Milwaukee before he was outcast to Washington at the end of last year. And you hear the chant. It's Jason Tatum as Middleton hits the technical. Middleton hit one of the most memorable shots in the history of this building, that prayer of a half-court 3 that forced overtime in Game 1 of the playoffs in Jason Tatum's rookie year. Cisse in the game, going to move it right side. Middleton knocks down the elbow jumper over Tatum, and we're tied at 7.
Middleton finally looks like he's healthy again.
Jaylen Brown throws back to Derek White straight away. Dribbles into the elbow, kick to the corner. Jaylen Brown pump fake on P.J. Washington. Now takes the 3, comes up short, and the rebound. Cisse dropped it, but it stays in bounds. And here come the Mavericks. Game tied at 7. Nearly 5 minutes in. Cooper Flagg for Middleton cross court. Left-hand dribble around Hauser. Floats it with the right hand. Does not get the bounce. Offensive rebound by Cisse. Won't go, and the rebound belongs to Hauser. Derek White angles to the middle of the floor. Finds Tatum. Tatum looking for an opening. Behind a Queta screen. Steps into a straightaway 3. Air ball.
That's what I said.
That's what Max is waiting for. Middleton the rebound. Cooper Flagg, no look lead pass too far from Christie, but he's able to save it from going out of bounds, but he threw it to Jaylen Brown. Bad pass by Cooper Flagg, but Cooper Flagg gets it back by punching it away from Jaylen, and he has the steal. Cooper Flagg turnover, basically on a Cooper Flagg steal. He drives, runs it up with the right hand, no good. Dallas crashes, comes up with the offensive rebound, and the put back for Cisse. 5 straight for Dallas, and they lead 9-7. At some point, the import of the game is going to sink in here. Derek White, he's trying to lob it to Queta, and he hit the front rim, and it deflected off the front rim and in, and Derek White all smiles with the luckiest basket he's ever going to get. We were tied at 9. Max Christie, deep on the left side. Right-hand dribble, past the free throw line, attack, scoops it. Did it get blocked? It didn't. It just went out of the hands of Christie, so the Mavericks turned it over.
Remember I talked about Christie? He was like the prize in that trade that nobody talked about.
Right, but they got Christie instead of Reeves. Standing ovation as Jason Tatum comes out for the first time. He plays 5 minutes and 52 seconds. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, missed his 2 shots. So we will not see Tatum yet play with Vucevic or Hugo Gonzalez or Peyton Pritchard or Baylor Shireman. They all come in the game to join Jaylen Brown, the only starter who stays out there. Game tied at 9. Pritchard coming off a couple of rough games this week. Gets in deep past Washington. Is blocked at the rim. Cisse waited for him and blocked the shot clean. Peyton Pritchard has not scored in the last 2 Boston home games, which is stunning. Middleton has the ball stripped away by Pritchard. Pritchard running up the right side of the floor. Drop back for Jaylen Brown. Kick out to the wing. Ugo going to throw back to the trailer. Baylor 3. Money.
That was nice. Pull up like that, under control, and find the shooter.
Couple of hockey assists there. 12-9. Boston by 3. Cooper Flagg on top of the Leprechaun logo he's looked at his whole life. Moves it to P.J. Washington. Down the right side. Squares himself. Flips it up. No good. Scramble for the rebound. Cisse dropped it. Jaylen Brown picks up the loose change and brings the Celtics into the front court. Jaylen Brown against Cooper Flagg. Dribbling between his legs. Puts him to sleep. Step back 3. No good. Front iron. Ugo crashes, but Middleton comes up with it. Long lead ahead of the field. Cooper Flagg catches and scores. Great pass by Chris Middleton.
Great pass that was. He just realized, hey, this guy's athletic. I'm going to throw him the ball and make him go get it.
6 points for Cooper Flag early, 12-11, Boston by 1. Vucevic and to Peyton Pritchard looking to get off the snide here. Guarded by a taller guy again in P.J. Washington. Lobs it on the inside, caught by Vucevic. Cisse hasn't pushed a long way away, so he throws back out to Pritchard, 3 on the shot clock. Pritchard, stutter step, gets to the mid-block and drops the ball, turning it over.
Wow. Did Vuk break his finger or something? He jammed his finger because he's holding it.
Nazi Marshall spins it 12 feet. Short little jumper is good, and the Mavericks have the lead. Timeout, Joe Missoula.
He's holding that finger like he jammed it.
Joe Missoula barking at Courtney Kirkland about something. 4:21 to go first quarter. Dallas 13, Boston 12 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting, helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities, introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Check out the $5 meal deal at Shaw's and Star Market and get all you need for a pasta meal. Just $5 with the 4U digital coupon. This meal deal includes a 1-pound package of Premio Italian meatballs, Signature Select Pasta, Signature Select Pasta Sauce, and their fresh Italian bread that is baked fresh in store. Limit 1 per customer. See store or the app for details. The $5 meal deal is happening now through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
An awful lot going on. 13-12, Dallas by 1. 4:21 to go in the first quarter. Jason Tatum played the first 6 minutes of this game, did not score, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. Now Nikola Vucevic has gone back to the locker room, which means Luka Garza is going to get an early entry. Celtics will play 3 centers in the first 8 minutes of this game. Appeared to jam either fingers on his hand or his left wrist or something.
Yeah, hopefully he jammed it because, you know, we've seen too many fractures of hands. Kind of just grabbed it. He's reaching for something, and somebody stuck their hand in, and hopefully he jammed his fingers together.
Cooper Flag missed 8 games. There's a left mid foot sprain, and that's what he favored when he went down earlier. He got free throws. Now he is out of the game. Celtics down by 1. Garza, Pritchard, Gonzalez out there with Jaylen Brown and Baylor Shiver. Luka Garza, handoff for Jaylen Brown, looking for an opening. Steps back on Martin. His elbow jumper is no good. Garza, offensive rebound. So what else is new? Ugo swings to Pritchard. Left-hand dribble on the veteran Klay Thompson. Ugo Gonzalez for Baylor Shireman. His handoff gets blown up by Caleb Martin, who knocks it away out of bounds, leaving the Celtics just 5 seconds to shoot.
Caleb Martin, definitely the guy who knows Jaylen Brown.
Caleb Martin had the series of his life in the Eastern Conference Finals in 23. Peyton Pritchard down the right side. Jaylen Brown got knocked down away from the ball. And the Celtics, as a team, all sprint up to him to lift him up.
I went to Brown and I told him before the game, I said, the thing I believe, this is a celebration of you. Because without you, in my eyes, I don't know if Tatum comes back this year. If you're 20 games out instead of 20 games up.
It's more that he is giving him meaningful games to play. Pritchard for Ugo in the corner. Left-hand dribble away from Klay Thompson. Turns the corner, attacks, floats it up for Garza. Garza comes up with it, lands to the ground. Is he going to get tied up for a jump ball? No, they poke it free. They just let him play. It's going to be a shot clock violation anyway. But, man, they let that go for a long time.
Yeah, I thought it would be after a while. I thought it would be a jump ball.
That's what Joe Missoula thought.
Guys scrambling to get it.
Again, amidst it all, there's hype and there's a show and the national game on ESPN and it's Cooper Flag and it's the return of Jason Tatum. This is a really important game for the Celtics to win. Dallas played last night in Orlando, getting about 3:30 this morning. Klay Thompson dribbles to the free throw line. His jumper is good. It's like old days. 6 straight here for Dallas. They have their largest lead up by 3, 15-12. Rough first quarter offensively. Jalen has the ball knocked away out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're saying Jalen did. That's 4 turnovers now for the Celtics.
Try to split the defense. They hit him with the body. You know, and Klay Thompson knows a lot about trying to come into somebody else's house and stopping the celebration.
Won a championship on this floor, which most of his Dallas teammates were not able to do 2 years ago here. Ooh. Down the right side, reaching foul Baylor Shireman on the drive by Williams. Williams has been a savant at getting to the free throw line this year.
Well, it showed some quickness, though. Williams with that little speed dribble.
He's one of those players that gets into the league and then doesn't get a lot of attention, doesn't play very much, but just keeps working on his game, and now 26 years old.
What do you think about being under Jason Kidd? That's a real good thing for a guard, point guard, because he knows the ins and outs of, you know, setting the table and also helping to control a team like that from that position.
Celtics quickly get Derek White back in the game. Jaylen Brown comes out. Jaylen Brown just 1 for 5. Coming off a rough game. Everybody had a rough game Wednesday night against Charlotte. Hornets are for real. There's no doubt about that. Brandon Williams, 2 more free throws to add to his total. He gets to the line 4.5 times a game, and that's only playing 22 minutes. 8 straight for Dallas, their largest lead up by 5, 17-12. Celtics just an atrocious offensive first quarter. Garza in the paint against Nazi Marshall. Step through, runs it off the window and in. Marshall just had no idea what he was going to do with that size.
Well, Luka did. Garza didn't know what he was doing.
Garza had one of his best, if not the best, offensive game of the season in the game at Dallas. It was like he couldn't miss. Klay Thompson takes the handoff back from Powell. Pull up 3 is good, but what's the call? Derek White got knocked down. Offensive foul, so take the 3 away from Klay Thompson on the foul on Dwight Powell. Big, big, big.
Offensive foul on Dallas is number 7, Dwight Powell. That's his first personal foul.
Coming off that pick and still hustling, Derek White made the officials make that call.
17-14, it remains. Dallas by 3, not 6. Garza, handoff Peyton Pritchard. Dribbles past Powell, gets him pretty deep. There's the pump fake, and there are the 2 points for Peyton Pritchard that end his 54-minute scoring drought at home.
That's crazy.
17-16, Dallas by 1. Klay, catch and shoot, straightaway 3, no good. Rebound Ugo, he's got that quick release like he feels like old school Klay Thompson tonight. Peyton Pritchard, drop for Derek White. He's got Ugo open in the corner. 3 is in the air, no good. Weak side rebound, Shireman touched it, but Williams comes out of the pack with it. Williams up the middle of the floor, driving into Derek White. Ugo from the backside, chase down block. And Peyton Pritchard pounces on a loose ball. Pritchard up the middle of the floor, lead for Shireman in the corner. One dribble with the left hand, throws it back door and open. Derek White, 4-3.
That was a good shot. Ugo is flying all over the place, offensively and defensively.
All that kid does is make plays. 19-17, Celtics by 2. Nazi Marshall, that big body, squares on Shireman and ties the game from the mid-block. Good NBA player he's turned out to be. Pritchard pulls up across half court. Deep 3 is no good. Ugo keeps the offensive rebound alive for a Garza putback.
Oh, the magic that boy is making. Oh, can play.
21-19, Celtics by 2. Nazi Marshall, right-hand dribble, over the shoulder pass. He throws it right to Derek White. He was throwing to a spot Derek White hadn't played perfectly. Celtics by 2. Pritchard is open, squares for the left side 3, way off. What is going on here with Peyton Pritchard? Dallas gets the ball back. Trailing by 2, 21-19, as we have a guest in our booth to some degree. Trying to turn the camera around, can't really do it. But Jason Tatum is on the recumbent bike right near us. Klay Thompson goes left side, they swing in the corner. Nazi Marshall drives, step back, guards a clean shot block. Ball loose on the floor, but it's going to be picked up by Williams. He launches, but they blew the play down.
Loose ball
foul on Dallas. You know this guy down here?
I don't know. Never seen him before.
Little high five, little fist bump with Max and Jason Tatum.
Love you, boy.
About 2 feet away from us here on the recumbent bike in the corner of the floor. It's good to see him at any level. Derek White dribbles to the free throw line. Little step back, bounces out, flying in for the rebound. Ugo couldn't get there, beaten there by Williams. 30 seconds to go, quick 2 for 1. Klay Thompson knows it, steps away from Shireman and hits the three.
Boy, that Klay is still, yeah. He's still committed to this league a long time. His ability to knock down shots like that.
22-21, Dallas by 1.
2 for 1 opportunity.
Not so much. No differential on the shot clocks there, so Derek White is just dribbling it out. Celtics 9 of 26 in the first quarter. They got a chance to take the lead here with 8 seconds to go. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard switches to the left hand. Back to the right. Kick out. It's Garza. Open 3. Short. Rebound. Pritchard got a hand on it. Gets rid of it and throws it in off the window. A different kind of buzzer beater for Peyton Pritchard against Dallas.
I wonder if they're going to count that one. I'm not sure if it was on his fingertips or not. We'll get a chance to see.
End of 1 at the Garden. Jason Tatum has returned, and the Celtics have the lead. Boston 23, Dallas 22 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the open road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event and take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V. From Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
Hey, small business owners, listen up. There's a team rooting for your success at Cambridge Savings Bank. They're ready to listen, understand, and support your vision every step of the way. Visit cambridgesavings.com, member FDIC.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
With the rising costs of household expenses, every dollar counts. National Grid is always looking for ways to help our customers. With our new tiered discount rate program, qualified customers could receive up to 71% off their monthly electric bill based on household income and size. See if you qualify at ngrid.com/discount rate. That's ngrid.com/discount rate or call 1-800-322-3223.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune in to the Celtics Radio Network every home game to hear this date in history restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
So they've taken the bucket away from Pritchard. He beat the buzzer, but obviously not the clock. And so Dallas will take a 1-point lead, not the Celtics into the second quarter. 22-21, the first quarter of tonight's game, as always, was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. Just as the fifth game and the third game is going to be more interesting for Jason Tatum than the first game tonight as far as he continues to get better and better. The second stint, to me, is just as interesting as the first is. What is it going to be like? He played 6 minutes. Came over here near us, was on the recumbent bike for a couple of minutes, and now he's getting ready to go back in.
These are strange time for any player. Again, it's about getting confidence in, I'm looking for the first shot he takes is a natural jump shot. The one he took in the corner was. when he came off at the top of the key, he just had the basketball. It was like, oh, man, I used to shoot this. Doesn't have the strength right now in that leg, I think, to get off the floor like that.
Celtics coming off one of their worst offensive games of the year against Charlotte on Wednesday, and they compound that with a 21-point first quarter tonight, shooting 9 of 27 from the floor, 3 of 14 from 3. Only got 2 free throw attempts, and Tatum missed them both. We talk about how Dallas gets to the free throw line, and that's the difference in the game right now. They went 5 for 5. Celtics went 0 for 2. Dallas by 1 and the ball. Tatum back on the floor, now playing with Pritchard for the first time, White, Hauser, and Queta. Brandon Williams, Joe Missoula talked about with us before the game. Down the left side, leans in, puts it up, blocked with a fingertip by Queta. And in the scramble for the rebound, they're calling a foul here, maybe on Queta.
Huh? Listen, Queta fouled him like it was a clean block. I'm trying to see this block. They say hit him in the head. Let me see. Let's see. See.
I mean, he definitely blocked the shot. The question is, would obviously did not negate the foul. And Queta, he's lobbying for the challenge. Remember, Jordan Walsh lobbied for the challenge the other night. And I think the Celtics are going to let it go. Give Brandon Williams 2 more free throws. Told you this kid is a savant at getting to the line.
Queta's still right now barking right now at the bench saying, hey, I didn't foul him.
Queta wasn't even there for the first free throw, which Williams knocked down. And the loss on Wednesday, the brutal 3-game trip starting on Sunday. That's why this game is so big. After the sideshow settles down. Brandon Williams misses the free throw. Rebound. Tatum can't grab it. And Caleb Martin comes out of the pack with it. Shovels to Klay Thompson. Fall away 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound. Celtics. Tatum deflects it to Pritchard. Celtics dodge one there. Klay Thompson's taken 4 shots now in 5 minutes. 23-21. Dallas by 2. Derek White finds Tatum going to the basket. He draws a double kick to the corner for a Sam Hauser 3.
You're just in a position sometimes of being a decoy. So far, I'm watching him. He's more of a decoy.
3 assists for Tatum. And the other question is, the other wild card here is how our team's going to defend him. Klay Thompson steps to his left, misses the 3 short. Rebound Pritchard. Boston by 1 on the ball. Tatum moves to his left, launches the 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound Brandon Williams. Tatum is 0 for 3. Shovel pass lead. Caleb Martin switches to the right hand. He's testing Tatum. Drives, runs it up and in. He took some contact and went to the floor. Dallas with the lead, 25-24. Derek White, bounce pass for Tatum. Left side against Cisse, thinking about it. 3 in the air, nope. Rebound, Queta can't grab it. Brandon Williams does. Tatum 0 for 4. Williams up the left side, driving on Pritchard. Stops at the dotted line. Klay Thompson moves into the corner. Caleb Martin drives. He was out of bounds when he caught it. The Celtics will get it back. Celtics being aided by 5 Dallas turnovers here at the start.
See what he's doing, hesitant in taking these shots right now.
Queta. More Derek White. Pushes into the corner to Sam Hauser. Hauser over the shoulder pass return to Derek White. Up fakes on Marshall. Drives baseline. Hand off Queta. Queta stumbles in the paint. Stripped to the ball. Going to go off Derek White, I believe, out of bounds. Dallas is going to get it.
Putting that ball on the floor too much if you're Queta. In position like that, you got to go straight up with the basketball. When you put it on the floor, you give these smaller guys an opportunity to come in and knock it away.
Let's say this in real time before it, continues to avalanche. I like Jason Tatum taking these correct shots in the offense. If he's going to go 2 for 19 tonight, let him go 2 for 19 as long as he's taking the right shot.
Yeah.
He has missed his first 4. Celtics, though, only down by 1. Of course, Cooper flag out of the game right now. Christie with Hauser on his shoulder. Brings it back out. Shot clock down to 11. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Dallas by 1. Christie ducks the shoulder. Bounce pass. Nazi Marshall. Slot drive in the paint. Flips it up. Does not get the bounce. Rebound Queta. Also aided by the fact the Mavericks shooting both teams exactly 33%. Peyton Pritchard pulls up on Caleb Martin. Floats it to the left side. Tatum. Bounce pass in the corner for Derek White. Attacks, throws to the far corner. Hauser ball fake, loses Martin, misses the 3. Rebound offensively, Queta over Cisse. Turns on him, drives, spins, floats, and scores.
Nice move.
The footwork is so improved for Tatum.
That time maybe get that ball come back over the body.
6 points, 5 rebounds for Tatum. 26-25. Here's a step back by Martin Long to that line drive jumper that we saw in the conference finals a few years ago is good. Dallas regains the lead, 27-26. Already 11 lead changes in the first half tonight. Tatum switches to the right hand, attacks the paint, and misses the dunk. Wow. And you heard the gasps behind me. Nazi Marshall the other way, runs it off the window and gets the bounce. Everybody was ready to explode, and Joe Missoula going to grab the timeout here.
People were up, and they said, oh, my God, the elevation, he's right there. It was, it's going to get better. It is going to get better. This is what I said before. There are going to be steps where he's going to kind of falter. This is one of those steps, and he's going to get better each game.
8:59 to go in the first half. Dallas 29, Boston 26 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mice running a drill in your basement. Spiders practicing defense in the shower. Stink bugs huddling on the windows. New year, new defense against bugs. Use Burgess Pest, my go-to for fast, local, year-round pest protection. Almost 100 years strong. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
Addiction doesn't discriminate. If you or a loved one is struggling with an addiction, the New England Recovery Center offers inpatient detox and clinical stabilization services, as well as individualized treatment planning, family support services, and continuing care. Recovery is possible. Visit newenglandrecoverycenter.org or call 877-MY-REHAB. All major insurance plans accepted. Take the first step on the path to recovery and reclaim your life at New England Recovery Center.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your card can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your card today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Do you know the signs of dehydration? Dark yellow urine. It should look like pale lemonade instead. Fatigue, less coordination or concentration, lower intensity level than usual, lower performance than expected, muscle fatigue or cramps. To help you stay hydrated, Mass General Brigham Health Plan has installed a hydration station in Boston's Seaport District, right on Seaport Common. Check it out and follow at MGB Health Plan on Instagram for more wellness tips.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
8:59 to go in the first half. 3-point Dallas lead, 29-26, and the reality of what Jason Tatum is trying to do here tonight. Very apparent in the last sequence. He is 0 for 5 in the last one. The missed dunk that drew the gasp of the crowd. That I don't know how many times we have had to say this over and over again. And the reason I was always on the bandwagon you and I argued about this from the first game, from Game 5 of the Knicks series, when I thought the best thing in the long run is for Jason Tatum to come back. But what concerned me was how he kept saying, well, I want to be Jason Tatum 100% when I come back, when that was just, then he was never going to come back. That was not possible. So I know he doesn't want to be 70% Jason Tatum out there, but the only way to get to 100 is to live with these games, and you got to be 70 before you get to 80, before you get to 90.
It is a growing process, and people who understand the game will know that he will grow in this process, and each possession he will get better.
He's going to
get more comfortable.
He's going to stay in here with the Celtics down by 3 early in the second quarter. Luka Garza, hand to Sam Hauser, return to Derek White straight away. Return pass, Hauser bobbles it, saves it, going out of bounds. Barely.
Yes.
Celtics have just had a terrible offensive start here. Derek White, dribble to the left side of the floor. They're calling, what are they calling? Moving screen on Tatum.
Yeah.
Kind of a lazy reach with the hands. Jaylen Brown going to come back in. He's going to get Pritchard, so Tatum's going to stay out there. Now add a turnover to Tatum, and yep, that was an offensive foul. He pushed out with the hands instead of just setting his body.
Well, you know, some of that is about practice.
Yeah.
You get bad habits in practice.
Brandon Williams down the left side, throws it back out of the wing. Open is P.J. Washington, but he bricks the three badly on the rebound for Sam Hauser. Derek White moving to his right. The Mavs were sharp here. They'd be up by 10 or 12, not 3. Garza handed Jaylen Brown. Up fakes a 3, looking for a better one against Dwight Powell. Backs it out, takes Powell with him. Now starts his drive in the middle of the floor. Kick to the corner. Tatum makes the extra pass to Derek White for 3. 4th assist for Jason Tatum. He has 4 of 9 Boston assists. Game tied at 29. Nazi Marshall moves it on the left side. Williams, quick trigger on a 3. No good. Tatum snags the rebound away from Dwight Powell. A little hot there. And his outlet pass fielded by Derek White. He's going to attack. Euro step in the paint. Scores with the right hand. That's going to give Tatum another assist. So 3 rebounds, 5 assists now for Jason Tatum in 10 minutes. 31-29. Boston by 2.
He gets the assist for that? Wow.
Williams swings it back left side. P.J. Washington attacks, wraparound pass Dwight Powell, and he is fouled. He'll have to earn it at the free throw line. Little dap. Tatum and Brown have a little conversation.
Till fun just being out on the floor. And I said before, when you're part of a team like Tatum is, but you're not a part of a team because you haven't played with these guys until you get into the real battling on the floor. That's when you say, oh yeah, we did that together.
People tell me the last couple weeks, well, it's like riding a bike. It's like, no, it's like riding a bike uphill in the mountains with very little oxygen. Powell gets the first free throw. Cooper Flagg returns. Now, Cooper Flagg is also on a little bit of a minute restriction. He played 25 minutes last night in his return in Orlando. He's played 8 minutes so far tonight. Powell gets the free throws, and we start over again. 12 lead changes, 6 ties. We're even at 31 with 7:25 to go in the first half. Tatum, right side of the floor. They play him way. Nazi Marshall playing way off him. Tatum moves it to Jaylen Brown straight away. Squares for 3. Rims out. Rebound Cooper Flagg. Second rebound for Cooper Flagg. Nazi Marshall up the right side. Hauser backpedaling. Marshall throws it back out to Flagg. Pretty good look. Left side 3. Bounces short. And a rebound for Sam Hauser. He has not had a good year shooting the 3. Derek White, long cross court. Tatum has it against P.J. Washington. Looking for an opening behind the Garza screen. Pull up 18-footer. Way short. Way short. Rebound Cooper Flagg. Tatum 0 for 7. 0 for 6. Cooper Flagg driving on Tatum. Runs it off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound comes out to Dwight Powell. Shovels it out to Nazi Marshall. They reset the shot clock. Marshall going to attack Garza. Steps in the paint and lays it in.
Marshall went right through the body.
Marshall, he's a big body, sort of in-between type player. Dallas by 2. Here's the entry. Jaylen Brown against Christie. Double team comes from Powell. Bounce pass out to an open Derek White. 3 is no good. Rebound. Garza got knocked down, so loose ball foul on P.J. Washington. Remember the game a couple of years ago in the championship season early when the Celtics lost the game in Charlotte. And Jason Tatum says sometimes it's tough to get up for these Monday night games in Charlotte, these league pass games. So P.J. Washington called him on it. And then, of course, they would meet in the NBA Finals later that year after Washington got traded to Dallas. Not a league pass game tonight. Nor will it be Sunday, by the way. ABC has shifted to put the A-team on that game Sunday in Cleveland now. Mike Green and Richard Jefferson and Tim Legler. Down the right side, Jaylen Brown, pump fake, kick out. Luka Garza, straightaway 3. Got it. Well, Luka Garza just chewing up Dallas this year. He is now 9 of 12 against the Mavericks. Cooper Flagg drives to the lob. Caught by Cisse, steps to his right and reverses it up and in over Garza. 35-34. Dallas by 1. 5:52 to go. How about Garza? Another 3. No good. Rebound Cooper Flagg. Man, he's just lighting it up here against the Mavericks. Chris Middleton back in the game, lead for P.J. Washington. Jaylen lets him shoot a 3 and he knocks it down easily.
P.J. Washington for 3.
9-3 run here for Dallas. They lead by 4. 38-34. 5:32 to go in the first half. A lot of empty possessions here for the Celtics. The story is Jason Tatum right now 0 for 6. Peyton Pritchard at the free throw line. Kick to the corner. Ugo Gonzalez. Tatum has come out. Ugo swings back to Pritchard for 3. Celtics need a big game tonight and a bounce back game from Peyton Pritchard. He's got 5 points and 5 rebounds in 11 minutes. Celtics down 1.
Another attack right here with P.J.
P.J. Washington against Pritchard. Spins on him. Help from Garza. Floats it over Garza. No good. Rebound. Eludes Cisse, but comes down to P.J. Washington. Flips out to an open Max Christie for 3. And the Celtics have been getting out the last two games on the offensive glass by both Charlotte and Dallas the other night. Pritchard dribbles behind the Garza screen, misses a three badly, offensive rebound. Garza deflects it out to Jaylen Brown. Behind the back bounce pass gives Garza an open three, and he hits it. Luka Garza just killing the Dallas Mavericks this year. 26 points in 34 minutes. But Cooper Flagg drives on the inside and scores. 43-40. Jaylen Brown, stop and start on P.J. Washington. Kick out to an open Garza. Again. Nope. Short, long rebound. Middleton attacked by both Shireman and Gonzalez. It looked like Shireman knocked it off Middleton out of bounds. They're giving the ball to Dallas. I don't know if the Celtics want to challenge for an out-of-bounds call.
Out of bounds, Dallas ball.
Chris Middleton he's giving it away by begging for the ball. It's like, give me the ball so they can't challenge. Dallas by 3. 4:12 to go in a sloppy first half offensively. And here's a call against Hugo Gonzalez trying to fight through the Cisse screen.
Yeah, that actually was awful. Dallas with the hand check there. Saw Middleton's hand at the end as he just knocked that basketball away. Pretty good road game so far for Dallas. Come in somebody else's building. You know how excited everybody's going to be. But let Tatum get this first half out of the way.
Cooper Flagg with Ugo on his back, starts his drive into Garza, runs it up, no good. He tried to draw a foul. Garza got out of his way. Now the Celtics have a 5-on-4 the other way, so Cooper Flagg can get back. Jaylen Brown sees the opening, attacks the middle of the floor, and gets fouled smartly by Dwight Powell.
He does. He accelerates, turns the gas on. And what you're going to see with Tatum is going to be every day he's going to get better at doing things. You have to get in the middle of it. And I would say this would be akin to a child taking his first steps. First one is like, whoa, that looked interesting. You can take another one, and you get better and better each time.
Another missed free throw with Jaylen Brown. Celtics are 0 for 3 from the free throw line. The game they trail by, wait for it, 3 points.
For the Celtics, number 88, EST.
Tatum will come back. We have not heard anything about Vucevic, who went back to the locker room. That's a little concerning.
That's very concerning to me. And I said it before, and I didn't see it, but the way he was holding his hand, it's almost like the fractured finger or how he was holding it. I looked at Jaylen Brown looking at his fingers like, whoa.
Jaylen Brown's second free throw is good. 43-41 Dallas. Just as Jason Tatum trying to get his legs under him, Celtics now will be happy to get into the locker room here in a tie game. Kind of restart this thing, figure out what they can get from Jason Tatum. 0 for 6, does have 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Nazi Marshall driving into Queta. No shot available, throws out the Cooper Flagg, turns the corner on Shireman. Return pass, Nazi Marshall in deep, so he spins free and floats it up and in. Good job by Nazi Marshall. Dallas by 4. Marshall now with 10 off the Dallas bench on 5 of 7 shooting. Jaylen Brown got to get going, overruns his own dribble, has it back, moves to the corner where Ugo is open for 3. That's big.
And Brown all but lost that basketball. Got back in his hand then, was able to recover.
Hugo Gonzalez is getting better from the three-point line over the last couple of weeks. 45-44 Dallas. Cooper Flagg for P.J. Washington. Quick 3 over Queta. Bounces short. Rebound. Jaylen Brown knocks it off Gonzalez instead of grabbing it. And Dallas will get it back.
2 guys grabbing the basketball. Brown went up high, but just brought it down on the shoulders of Hugo.
Of all the people we talked about with butterflies, Tatum, Cooper Flagg, Pritchard coming off the bad game, Jaylen Brown is the one who's looked a little emotional here in the first half. Nazi Marshall, corner out of bounds, and safe for the P.J. Washington. Now Cooper Flagg, deep on the left side against Shireman. Plenty of time, 7 on the shot clock. Cooper Flagg dribbling between his legs. Marshall sets a high screen. Ball moved to Nazi Marshall. He'll try the left side 3, swish. Said somebody was going to step up here and take this game over. Take the sideshow over, and so far it's been Nazi Marshall, 13 off the Dallas bench. Jaylen Brown drives into Cooper Flagg, spins, pump fake, scores, and the foul. Off the window.
Got him up in the air, got him in the popcorn popper, and went right back into the body. Brown has been a little squirrely with the basketball today. This time almost lost it, but was able to gather it, get his man up in the air, then go to the body. Timeout here.
Are the Mavericks going to rue not being up more than this? 2:40 to go in the first half. Dallas 48, Boston 46 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit clintonsavings.com, 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Every part of your life deserves protection. From your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Uneven game, which is kind of what we expected coming in tonight. And the national anthem brought to you by Mass Mutual Planning and Protection on and off the court through the introduction of Jason Tatum, who's going to come back for the final 2:40 of the first half of the Celtics trailing by 2. First 10 seconds, station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Grandy and Max today sold out and then some. TD Garden, impossible ticket here with so many people planning all year to come see Cooper Flagg in his Boston debut, and who knew this was going to be the night. Jason Tatum decided to return. I'm seeing some Celtics medical people on their phones texting, and that, again, does not give me a good feeling about Vucevic not coming back out of the locker room.
I mean, I think that is a sure thing. And I'm not sure if it's more serious than I even thought. The way he was holding his hand initially. And there's speculation on our part, but we're on the air, so we can do that.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, we can't speculate, but we can report things like
I'm going to speculate. I'm going to speculate.
You go crazy.
I'm going to say I think he broke it.
Well, I'm not speculating when I tell you that Jaylen Brown has just completed a three-point play to make it a one-point game. 48-47 Dallas. Clock rolling with 2:38 to go in the first half. Tatum back in the game. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, but 0 for 6 on the floor. Nazi Marshall, hand off to Chris Middleton.
That's what you do. You attack him on his defensive end.
Middleton over Tatum. Fall away. It's good. And the foul.
This is what you do if you are playing in that position. You attack Jason Tatum on his defensive end.
Washington set a little tag screen on Tatum, so he's late to get there. He jumped forward and was a half step late, so he caught Chris Middleton on the wrist.
You know, sometimes
shot, that was the right call.
In those situations, again, you've done so much of this in practice where you're able to get the ticky-tack fouls, and nobody makes that call. In the real game, that's what is so important about, and this is what I truly believe what you're saying, about getting to a real game in real game time situation.
All right, three-point play for Middleton. Dallas by 4. 2:16 to go first half. Jaylen Brown, cross-court, Peyton Pritchard, deep three, right side, no good. Rebound Middleton. Pritchard 2 for 7. Not snapped out of it yet. Cooper Flag. Goes to Middleton, touches to Washington, going to drive on Queta, gets in deep, lays it up, no good. Mavericks have missed a lot of layups. Celtics are fortunate to only be down 4. Here's Jaylen Brown, dropping middle of the floor, blows by Middleton, and lays it in with the right hand.
Oh, did he Euro step him, brother?
Jaylen Brown has arrived at the party. He's up to 9. Celtics are within 2. 51-49, minute 45 to go in the first half. Max Christie picks up his dribble, goes to Middleton, wants Pritchard here defensively, instead gives it up to the corner, Nazi Marshall. Right-hand dribble, watched by Tatum, bounce entry, Middleton against Pritchard. Middleton, pull-up jumper, clean look, no good. Rebound, Queta. Mavericks have missed a lot of shots here. Celtics down by 2. Jaylen Brown, stop and start, tripped up on his way towards the basket. Let's see what they call that here. Dallas is not over the limit here with a minute 26 to go. And it will be free throws.
I think he was in position then where he was trying to go up with that basketball, but got tripped before he could get there.
Jaylen Brown with the line, shooting 2.
Jaylen Brown, slow start, 1 for 5 in this game, and he was a -5, which was the worst number on the Celtics early in the game, but he's calmed things down here. He's looking for his 10th point, and he gets it from the free throw line. He can tie the game with a second one. And I'll tell you what, Celtics go into the locker room tied.
Yep.
Take a deep breath. And this is what people were, this is what you're going to get from Jason Tatum. There are going to be nights like this. And the question is,
the stepping stones.
Right. How do you manage it? Missed free throw. Derek White keeps the rebound alive. Only for a second. Pulled away by Washington, but his lead pass picked off by Derek White. Shovel for Pritchard. Open. 3. Short. Offensive rebound. Two-hand slam. Jason Tatum.
That was what I tell you, Sean. I hope his first shot was going to be.
But Dallas going to get it right back. Cooper Flag falling down from 12 feet. 53-52. Dallas with the lead. Kick out. Pritchard. Tatum up fake. Step to his left. 3 from the corner. Got it.
There you go. Get the nerves out. Get the nerves out.
The offensive rebound putback might have been the thing that gets him in sync.
That's how loud this place has become all of a sudden.
Back-to-back field goals for Tatum. Celtics back 2. TD Garden coming unglued. Nazi Marshall blocked from behind by Pritchard. Comes up with a loose ball. Kick out to Cooper Flag, who bricks a 3. Rebound Queta. 2 for 1 for the Celtics. Derek White races into the front court. Dribbles around Nazi Marshall. Attacks the paint and lays it in.
Wow. Man, you're talking about taking... Are they turning this up as a foul, too?
And the foul.
Wow. It's gotten so loud in here, Sean. We can't even hear if it was a foul or not. Hit him on the back of the head. Count that one and 1.
Who did Tatum beat for that putback dunk? Cooper Flag.
Boy, you're talking about baby steps, man. Baby steps. But what you call those are giant steps.
The reaction of the Boston bench to Tatum knocking down a 3 was spectacular.
I mean, you talked about this last minute. What does this do for him?
Derek White bounces in the free throw, and the Celtics have scored 11 straight points. Or 11-2 run, and they lead by 5, 58-53. And they get the 2 for 1. 18 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock as we count it down to the first half, which is now taking on a completely different feel with Jason Tatum on the board. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 7 on the shot clock. Nazi Marshall. Over the shoulder pass. He overshoots Christie, who saves it to Middleton. Middleton steps to the three-point line. No good. Rebound. Jaylen Brown deflects to Queta. 2 seconds to go. Queta has to fire it from under his own basket, and he hits the top of the backboard of the shot clock. And that's how the first half will come to an end. And Jason Tatum, all smiles, with a huge sigh of relief as he comes back to the bench and walks back towards the locker room. All those months of work and so much emotion pouring down on him in the building tonight. Coming up, Joe Murray scores from around the NBA because there, believe it or not, are other games to play in the league. And then back here at the Garden to see what the second half of the Jason Tatum show provides. Boston 58, Dallas 53. It's halftime of the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Just in time for St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Corned beef is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select corned beef point cut for just $1.99 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2 while supplies last. When you shop at the Shaw's app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. We're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Celebrate with corned beef. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, well, Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Nice.
Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Only for a second, pulled away by Washington, but his lead pass picked up by Derek White. Shovel for Pritchard, open, 3, short, offensive rebound, two-hand slam, Jason Tatum.
What's what I tell you, Sean? I hope his first shot was going to be.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray, and well, the Celtics have a 58-53 lead over Dallas, and it is day 0. The return of Jason Tatum back from his surgery to his Achilles tendon, and that was his first basket back, a slam dunk follow-up, as the Celtics have a 5-point lead at halftime. And Cooper Flagg, we should mention, the number 1 overall pick playing tonight for Dallas. Of course, from New England. Of course, people know about him across the Celtics radio network. But from Maine, playing against his hometown team, the Boston Celtics. Well, a couple of things here. Celtics off a loss. They're shooting 10 of 31 from 3, 32%. They're a little tight early on. 4 for 8 from the free throw line. But it was good to see Derek White playing well, who leads all Celtics scorers, all scorers right now. He's played 17 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the field. He's 2 of 5 from downtown. He's got 2 steals. He's got a block, including this basket.
Derek White moving to his right. The Mavs were sharp here. They'd be up by 10 or 12, not 3. Garza handed Jaylen Brown. Up fakes a 3, looking for a better one against Dwight Powell. Backs it out, takes Powell with him. Now starts his drive in the middle of the floor. Kick to the corner. Tatum makes the extra pass to Derek White for 3. 4th assist for Jason Tatum. He has 4 of the 9 Boston assists.
Derek White, of course, happy to see Jason Tatum back into the lineup. Well, you know who's Mr. Consistent, and he's been that all year long. It's Jaylen Brown, 17 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field. He's 1 for 4 from downtown, 4 rebounds already, 4 assists already. He's been chasing triple-doubles all season long, and he also had this basket.
Jaylen Brown drives into Cooper Flagg, spins, pump fake, scores, and the foul. Off the window.
Got him up in the air, got him in the popcorn popper, and went right back into the body. Brown has been a little squirrely with the basketball today.
Everyone's a little squirrely tonight. It's the return of Jason Tatum. We'll get back to him in a second here, but what would be the starting lineup when Tatum comes back? We mentioned White, we mentioned Brown, of course, Neemias Queta. He's in the lineup tonight, 13 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 4 from the field. That's 8 rebounds already. And it was Sam Hauser getting the start. 11 minutes, 3 points. He's hit a 3. He's got 3 rebounds. And, of course, Tatum at the power forward position. I'll tell you the bench, Luka Garza has given him a spark. 10 points so far, 2 of 5 from downtown. Peyton Pritchard's got 5 points. Shireman and Gonzalez each with 10 minutes so far. The odd man out tonight, as of now, is Jordan Walsh. But the story of the game is Jason Tatum making his return after being injured last year in the playoffs. He rehabbed all year long. There's 20 games to go, and he's back in the lineup tonight. He played 14 minutes. He shot 2 for 8 from the field. He has 5 first-half points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's pretty good. 5. How about you make it 3, JT?
Dallas with the lead. Kick out. Pritchard, Tatum, up fake, steps to his left. 3 from the corner. Got it.
There you go. Get the nerves out. Get the nerves out.
The offensive rebound putback might have been the thing that gets him in sync.
That's how loud this place has become all of a sudden.
Back-to-back field goals for Tatum. Celtics back 2.
That was finishing off a sequence of 5 straight points from Jason Tatum, who's finally on the board. The Celtics went on a little run. They scored 37 second quarter points. Let's see if they can put more points together in the second half. I'm Joe Murray. We will take a look at the NBA scoreboard, and there's plenty going on in Sports Hub headlines. The Patriots made a trade today, and the World Baseball Classic just getting underway. Team USA taking on Brazil. We'll give you the scores for that and more coming up next. I'm Joe Murray on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on. The crew's here. And the snack spread from Big Y? Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Wings that sauce the competition. Platters that get major play. Hand-tossed pizzas for the whole team. And that impressive 30-inch Super Sub. Shout out to the experts at Big Y for the assist. Are they cheering for the game or for your snacks? My question exactly, sports fans. Big Y. Nicely done.
Don't just sit there and listen to the Celtics on the radio. Be there at the garden party. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on all Boston Celtics tickets. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Celtics fans, La Playa awaits. You could win a flyaway trip to see the Boston Celtics in Miami. Just look for the Corona La Playa awaits display at M&M Liquors at 619 Broadway in Malden. Scan the QR code to enter.
Must be 21 plus. Rules and restrictions apply. Courtesy of Corona, the official cerveza of the Boston Celtics. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
1877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hi, my name's Connor Boyle, a pro-level powerlifter with multiple world records, and none of that would be possible without Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy. When I initially saw orthopedic doctors, had x-rays, and MRIs, they were convinced that it was arthritis, a torn labrum, torn rotator cuff, and they were completely content to offer and schedule full shoulder replacement surgery. I knew that couldn't be the answer, and that's when I reached out to Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy. I didn't need shoulder replacement. I didn't need cortisone shots. I had torn nothing. There was a tendon issue, and Boston Prolotherapy was perfect to help. Before I saw Dr. Frankie and Boston Prolotherapy, the injury had progressed to the point where I was probably going to have to stop competing. Since the treatment, not only has my rank in the sport improved, but I have multiple top 10 and top 5 finishes at pro meets.
Thanks to Boston Prolotherapy, Connor finished top 10 at February's Powerlifting Invitational, hitting a personal best bench press, completely pain-free. Imagine what you could do without pain. BostonProlotherapy.com.
Get to Parmekian Jewelers' Wedding Band event going on now. It's the largest selection of wedding bands, and they're all on sale at the absolute best prices. Do not miss this chance to save. That's Parmekian Jewelers, Boston, Framingham, and Nashua, also at parmekian.com.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Scores from around the NBA are brought to you by Town Fair Tire for the guaranteed lowest prices on tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. All right, taking a look at halftime right now. Hornets up 61-58 on the Heat. And midway through the first quarter, Blazers have a 17-13 lead over the Rockets. Denver and New York Knicks, they tip off at 9 o'clock tonight. Pelicans head to Phoenix, while the Spurs, they welcome the Clippers tonight, and the Lakers, Pacers, they are the night game tonight at 10:30. Taking a look around the NFL, Patriots have traded center Garrett Bradbury, sent to the Bears. It's for a 5th-round pick. Bradbury played all 17 games last season for the Patriots. He's familiar playing in the NFC North with his time with the Vikings. Patriots have also signed quarterback Tommy DeVito. It's a 2-year contract extension, and it's worth up to $7 million. Bruins made a few minor trades today at the deadline. They'll host Washington tomorrow, and the World Baseball Classic Team USA Brazil just underway. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change and Joy Quick and Convenient Vehicle Maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next draft or oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Second half's next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Nothing compares to catching your Boston Celtics live, and nobody knows that better than you, Celtics fans. It all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Boston Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Celtics tickets at Ticketmaster, even if you're headed to the game last minute. Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets, and there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit GoBLUSky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. With the PF Black Card, you can rebound and recover with next-level recovery amenities at 2,800-plus locations. Join now and get your first month free. $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th.
Hey, it's Joe Murray, and here's another reason nobody around does it like Town Fair Tire. Reason number 4, after-sale price protection. Town Fair Tire provides the guaranteed lowest prices after the sale. I always drive with confidence thanks to Town Fair Tire. You get the best price, perks after the sale, and customer service that actually cares. There's no place I'd rather go because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Go to townfairtire.com to see more reasons why nobody does it like Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Celtics and Mavericks getting set to go in the second half. Boston up by 5 with that late surge in the first 2 buckets for Jason Tatum. 58-53 is the Celtics lead. But before we move ahead on this 25th anniversary season for Grady Maxis, one of the most memorable nights in those 25 years, it's this date in Celtics history, brought to you by Blue Sky Restoration. If you have a property disaster, visit GoBLUSky.com. Blue Sky Restoration, restore your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
It's time for This Date in Celtics History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce!
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight. Celtics take care of their business. They beat the Blazers. They beat the Sixers. And now the eyes of the NBA world will be on TD Garden Saturday night as LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and the LA Lakers are coming to town. The Celtics win again. They get their 45th win of the year, and they blow out the Sixers. The final score, Boston 123, Philadelphia 105. 1 year ago tonight, The Celtics played without Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, not to mention Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser, and Jason Tatum carried them to a win over the Philadelphia 76ers. Who could have imagined that 1 year later the Celtics would be playing at TD Garden, the first Boston game for Cooper Flagg, and that would get dramatically overshadowed by the return of Jason Tatum, who was shaky. Starting 0 for 6, he missed a dunk, he missed some open shots, but the offensive rebound, put-back dunk got him going. He had a 3 from the corner, ended up with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and more importantly, a +5 as the Celtics lead by 5, 58-53. Going to the third quarter, Jason Tatum has played 14 minutes. If you were wondering, I said people were speculating, well, he's only going to play 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't think so. 58-53. Boston with the lead, Dallas with the ball. They're wearing the home whites tonight, starting the second half. Ball in the hands of Cooper Flagg. 10 points in his Boston debut. Flagg dribbles beyond Hauser to the elbow and knocks down a jumper.
Wanted to go where he wanted to get, then that was the elbow. He is not as efficient knocking down the threes, but offensively, I think much better at the mid-range.
12 points on 12 shots for Cooper Flagg. 58-55. Boston by 3. Tatum catches at the free throw line. Bounce pass in the pocket for Keita. Stripped from behind by Dwight Powell. Powell is clearly stepping out of bounds here, but they calling a foul, saying Derek White pushed him out of bounds. That's a Keita turnover.
Keita has to bring that ball into the body. He extends it, exposes it too much, and that's how it gets knocked away.
One of the talking points here after the game is going to be how Tatum and Keita have been playing together here, and Tatum has been trying to spoon-feed him all night. Dallas down 3 with the ball. Chris Middleton, he's been good tonight. Watched by Tatum straight away, pounding it with the right hand. Cooper Flagg gets free from Hauser, catches, double team comes, moves to the middle. Washington floats it up and gets the bounce.
Wow, 2 guys try to block his shot.
Cooper Flagg a bucket and an assist here to begin the third quarter. Boston lead down to 1. Hand off Keita to Tatum. Bounce pass back to Keita. He had Tatum going to the basket, didn't give it to him. Instead, hands back to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper bounces short. Rebound, Cooper Flagg. Celtics have not been great on the offensive glass tonight. Cooper Flagg lead to Christie. Steps away from Derek White. Hits a 3. What a start for Dallas. Out of the locker room, 7 straight to grab the lead. 60-58. Early third quarter, Jaylen Brown, hand to Derek White. They'll reset with Tatum out of the Leprechaun logo at center court. Dribbles down the right side, attacks, runs it off the window and in. 3 straight for Jason Tatum, and he ties the game at 60.
There's still a little hitch in this giddy up.
No question.
A little hitch.
There's a little hesitation at the start of everything. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Tie game here. Cooper Flagg spins away from Tatum. Takes the free throw line jumper, rims out, and the rebound for Hauser. Not been a great shooting night for Cooper Flagg, 5 of 13. Jaylen Brown slowed down by Washington, throws the shoulder into him. Kick back out, Sam Hauser, pretty good look at the right side 3. Sails too strong, and the rebound for Christie.
Sam's had some good looks tonight.
Still not gotten a report on Vucevic. Christie moves away from Jaylen Brown, drives down the left side, floats it out to the wing. Chris Middleton, step back on Hauser, jumps forward into him to get the foul call.
Middleton trying to say he got hit. A couple of people were telling me something, but I'll just wait until it comes out. Talking about his ring finger. Possibly broke his ring finger. Unofficial.
Chris Middleton at the line with 2 shots.
Yeah, we have a report. Shams just tweeted that there is it's not talking out of school here. This is a report 40 minutes ago that there is a broken finger. Right ring finger.
You could tell it was like that when he just was pulling that hand back. Middleton misses the free throw.
Middleton and Tatum got the rebound. 61-60. Dallas by 1. Tatum dribbling behind the Keita screen. Dribbles to the free throw line. Attacks Powell. Pull up. 14 feet. Swish. Jason Tatum has hit 4 in a row. Started 0 for 6. Now he's 4 for 10. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Tatum. Celtics by 1. Cooper Flagg steps to his right. Open for 3. No good. There's rebound number 7 for Jason Tatum. If this is 70% Jason Tatum, what is 90% going to look like? Jaylen Brown whips it to the cutter. Derek White gets in behind Middleton for the layup.
Great little back door. And the foul. If it was delayed, that might have been the foul.
No reaction from the crowd because they didn't announce it and they didn't really signal it, but it is a foul on Middleton.
They've been delayed all night, though.
Yeah, they have.
We've seen several times when, and it happened to be with White. We saw it down here where he got fouled. they call it delayed. This time he gets fouled again after completing the three-point play. Trying to complete a three-point play.
So Garza went crazy in his minutes, and he'll have to play more now. We don't know. We've seen different players basically not miss time with broken fingers as Derek White finishes the three-point play. Derek White very quietly here has been the glue as he has been all year. He's got 16 points.
The ring finger, possibly. I'm trying to think if I'm just trying to flex it to see how I would shoot with my ring finger.
65-61, Boston by 4. Strange, Derek White doesn't have a rebound or an assist. Middleton drives, switches to the left hand, crazy flip shot, no good. Keita grabs the rebound, hangs on to it. Cisse reaches for it, but Keita shuttles it ahead of Tatum. Tatum looking more comfortable now. Into the front court, lead for Hauser, turns the corner on Cooper Flag. Floats it back out, dangerous pass, it gets to Derek White. Lob, Keita doesn't get to him, knocked away by Cisse, but saved in the corner by Tatum. Tatum with the shot clock winding down, takes a fall-away three and hits it. He's hit 5 in a row. Celtics by 7, 68-61. Max Christie tries to get it back, and he does. Celtics fell asleep defensively. Christie with the answer, 68-64. Boston by 4, 8:13 to go in the third. Tatum moving to his right. Cisse in front of him. Tatum zips the entry. Knocked away from Keita. Can he save it from going out of bounds? He cannot. Celtics turn it over.
Maybe tonight isn't the night to try to feed Keita, because we've seen several times, just doesn't seem like his hands have been good tonight. Klay Thompson runs down, sprints down to get himself adjusted. It's funny still seeing Klay Thompson in any kind of uniform other than Golden State.
Cooper Flag creeping down the right side, leans it on Hauser, lays it up, no good. Well, he can't buy one tonight. See some of the nerves there. Tatum has another rebound. That's his 8th. Tatum lead for Jaylen Brown, steps in behind everybody. Pump fake, scores off the window.
I tell you what, nothing else. He's setting the table. He's getting assists and rebounds.
He got a great shot at a Tatum triple-double tonight. He's already got 8 rebounds and 6 assists.
Please don't let that happen. Please.
Cooper Flag down the right side, leans it on Jaylen, floats it up, no good. Rebound Tatum, deflects it ahead to Derek White. Derek White into the front court, angles to his right, looks around, finds the trailer. Jaylen Brown flying in, elevates, two-hand slam, timeout, Jason Kidd. And it feels for the moment like Jason Tatum and the Celtics are back.
Oh, my goodness. That elevation there, Holmes, and the tap down by Brown to Tatum. Man, that was good stuff.
12-3 Boston run, and the Celtics have their largest lead. 7:23 to go, third quarter. Boston 72, Dallas 64 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Too many veterans in Massachusetts are living without the dental care they deserve, jeopardizing their oral health and overall health. Hi, I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and that's why I've joined the Delta Dental of Massachusetts for Veterans Assist. This season, with every assist on the court, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Together, we're opening doors to critical oral health care for veterans experiencing housing challenges. They've served us, now it's our turn to serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. If you've spent years working in construction, the wear and tear on your body can add up. And what many people don't realize is that those conditions may actually entitle you to compensation. At Catches Law, we've won more for construction workers than any other law firm in New England. We understand the work, we understand the injuries, and we know how to win. If your job is taking a toll on your body, it's time to find out your options. Visit catcheslaw.com for a free consultation today. There's no fee unless you win.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
Step into the winning bracket with whole home comfort from Endless Energy. Let Endless Energy show you the latest energy-saving heating and cooling technology that will keep you warm all winter and cool all summer, all while saving you money. Visit GoEndlessEnergy.com to see how you can score big and win a new heating system for free. Eligibility requirements apply. Visit GoEndlessEnergy.com or call 775-ENDLESS today.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
Celtics have their largest lead, up by 8. 72-64, 18 assists on their 28 field goals, and with each one, Delta Dental donates $25 to the Tough School of Dental Medicine Cares for Veterans program. Follow along at 985thesportshub.com/veterans, but 6 of those 18 assists belong to Jason Tatum, who is already 1 rebound and 4 assists away from a triple-double in his return, and after an 0-for-6 start, he's now hit 5 in a row.
Comfortable. We talked about it, and I remember talking to my brother-in-law, and he was like, no, I don't want him to come back. I said, eventually, yes. What happens if he gets hurt? What happens if he gets hurt when he comes back next year? Doesn't make any difference.
What happens if he gets hurt crossing the street, slipping on ice?
I understand.
There is no...
Some people are just very skeptical. He has to heal completely. Well, don't you think that the Celtics are going to put him out there? This isn't like the old days when Cedric Maxwell came back. This is a whole nother standard. They've probably been tested so much now, it'll be crazy.
Cooper Flagg started to walk the ball up the floor, but the shot clock didn't start. So we'll redo this one here. Celtics on a 12-3 run. It's that Max Christie 3. The only offense for Dallas. Celtics offense has been fine the last quarter and a half. They just had an atrocious start, which was not surprising considering Jason Tatum was trying to feel his way around. He's played 19 minutes. I imagine he's going to play another minute or two here in the quarter. And we'll see what the game looks like in the fourth quarter. Celtics have a fairly quick turnaround. It's not a back-to-back, but they do have the very early game, which is a 1 p.m. game, essentially a noon game because of daylight savings on Sunday. Right early morning game in Cleveland.
Spring, come on.
And then it's a killer. It's a killer road trip. That's why this game's so important tonight. Celtics should play well on the road trip and lose all 3. Cooper Flagg into the front court. Watched by Sam Hauser. Cooper Flagg 12 points, but it's taken him 16 shots to get there. He's had some nights like this. Handoff Klay Thompson. Pulls up on Hauser. 18 feet. Bounces in.
Hey, don't think of him hitting shots like that on the move. It's a good sign for him coming back.
Jaylen Brown attacks Washington. Step back at the elbow. Throws a terrible pass that Tatum's able to save. You know, he landed before he got rid of it, and they're calling traveling up and down on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. He's trying to make a move to take a pump fake and then jumped in the air. Nobody to pass the ball to, and finally hit the ground and then made the pass.
3 of the 8 Boston turnovers for Jaylen Brown tonight. Jaylen got off to a slow start. He calmed himself down. Derek White, as he's been all year, has been kind of the glue.
Everybody had to calm themselves down.
The only guy who hasn't really snapped out of it yet is Peyton Pritchard. Cooper Flagg switches to the right hand. Hauser on the shoulder. Kick out Nazi Marshall at a big first half. Handoff Klay Thompson. High arcing 3. He didn't get that off right. And it barely ticks the front iron. K to the rebound. Here comes Derek White. Celtics +7 on the glass. Derek White moving to his right. Strong down the right side. Stop and start. Scores off the window.
And Dallas is confused by that play. And Celtics a little confused. They've been trying to go to Kata, but that hadn't been open. Just take the layup.
Derek White, 18 points on 7 of 11 shooting. Klay Thompson bounce pass back to a wide open Christie for 3. They keep giving Christie that shot, and he keeps knocking it down. He's been doing that all year. 4 for 5 tonight, 41% on the season. Approaching the middle stage here, third quarter. Tatum bounce pass in the pocket for Kata. 6 minutes remaining in the third right now. Tatum steps to his left away from Cisse. 3 no good. Back iron, long rebound. Hauser keeps it alive, but all he can do is deflect it out of bounds, and that ends the run for Tatum, where he'd made 5 consecutive shots. Now, these to me are important minutes for Peyton Pritchard.
No. Get back.
Tatum comes out, standing ovation for everything he does.
Yeah, get back to who he is and shooting the ball, attacking the rim. But they're playing him differently now. They're playing him as a guy going towards the hole. So bigger bodies are on him, defending him for layups.
Klay Thompson catch and shoot. Quick 3 from the wing is good. Lead is down to 2. 74-72 Boston. Klay Thompson now with 10 off the Dallas bench. Peyton Pritchard answer. Pritchard straight away. Cooper Flagg is the one who's guarding it. Kata sets the screen. Pritchard right hand dribble. Works his way to the elbow. 12-footer. Nope. And the rebound belongs to Christie. Pritchard now 2 for 9. Boy, the bottom has fallen out since that Laker game. Christie steps to his right, loses Hauser, takes another 3, and it rims out. Boy, Celtics barely hang on to the lead. Jaylen Brown into the front court against Nazi Marshall. Moves it to Hauser. Christie on his shoulders to the ball return to Jaylen Brown. 12 on the shot clock. Jaylen whips it past to Hauser, barely saves. Throws it out to the corner to Pritchard. They swing around to Baylor Shireman. Shireman drives in traffic, floats with the left hand. Off the window and in. Boy, that possession teetering on the break, and Baylor Shireman saves it with a great runner that banks in.
How did Hauser catch that basketball?
5 for Shireman. Cisse blocked by Sam Hauser. He came from the backside. Cisse was concerned about Cada. Hauser came from the backside. Cooper Flag strips Jaylen Brown, but he can't keep it in bounds. Boston with the ball, leading by 4.
Brown, instead of attacking, that time took his eyes off the basketball for a minute. Almost got it ripped off.
Baylor Shireman is the guy who lost his spot in the starting lineup with Tatum's return tonight. Hauser and Cada will come out. Luka Garza been called upon to have another big game against Dallas, and he has with the injury to Vucevic. You're just joining us, broken ring finger. Vucevic won't return tonight, and then we'll see what happens. Celtics certainly need him on the road trip. Under out of bounds, Luka Garza. Dribble handoff for Jaylen Brown, straight away. Against Powell, Jaylen going to duck the shoulder, drop on Marshall. Pump fake, bad cross-court pass, but the Celtics.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, which way, though? They're pointing at Garza. Yeah, offensive. 3 seconds on Garza. 9th Boston turnover. Boy, this has been a strange night.
Baby steps.
It's a game the Celtics have to have. And scratch and claw. Klay Thompson off a screen. Catch and shoot. Straight away 3 is good. Klay Thompson, his 3rd 3 of the night. He's got 13 points, and Dallas was within 1. Jaylen Brown coming downhill against Powell. Spins on him, hangs in the air, scores at the cup and the foul. That's what Jaylen's been doing all year.
Let's talk about Klay Thompson heating up. This is the Klay Thompson we saw in Golden State. Coming off these picks and not dribble. What was that game he had 30-plus points in some crazy number? They said he dribbled actually like 8 times.
Yeah, if that. And it was all catch and shoot threes. The Celtics played the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena the next game. That happened on a Friday night. We flew into San Francisco that night. And played against Klay Thompson the next Celtics to the next game. 3-point play for Jaylen Brown. Celtics by 4. Jaylen's up to 17, 5 and 5. 79-75 is the Boston lead. 4:05 to go in the 3rd.
Coach Klay again.
Brandon Williams finds Klay Thompson. Pritchard comes out to challenge. Dwight Powell. 5 on the shot clock. Handoff Nazi Marshall. Marshall coming strong on the left side. Knocks into Garza. Step back baseline. No good. Rebound. Jaylen Brown deflects it to Garza. He drops it. Powell comes up with it. They kick back out to Klay Thompson. Steps away from Shireman. Forces the 3. No good. Rebound Ugo Gonzalez. It's good recovery defense for the Celtics to force a contested shot. Peyton Pritchard ducks the shoulder. They got Powell on him now, so Pritchard shovels to Jaylen Brown coming right down the middle, and he lays it in out the cup. Good recognition by Peyton Pritchard.
A great job of Brown following the play there. Peyton Pritchard's under the basket again in no man's land.
6 assists, 1 turnover for Peyton Pritchard, even though he hasn't shot it well. Boston by 6. 3:19 to go in the 3rd. Williams tiptoes the baseline, throws out to the corner. Christie spins back to his right, lost the ball out of bounds. He dropped it, defended by Ugo Gonzalez.
Every night you watch him, he's doing something else that's still positive. Starting to shoot the little ball a little bit better, defending much better, just recognizing the game a lot more.
And how many young players know how to do all the things he does without needing the ball or having to shoot?
That is so true. That was the toughest thing for me to do as a rookie.
3:05 to go in the 3rd. Boston by 6. Garza comes out, trying to set a high screen to free Jaylen Brown. Jaylen shoos him away to enter at the Garza free throw line. Diagonal kick out. Pritchard shuttles to the corner for an Ugo Gonzalez 3.
That was a great look. And although Pritchard is struggling to score the basketball, now being a facilitator, setting the table for other people.
Another assist, 5th for Peyton Pritchard tonight. 8 straight for the Celtics. They push the lead to 9. Their largest. Open 18-foot jumper from Williams. No good, but it won't matter. Offensive foul. Do they get Powell?
Yeah, Powell came up and set the pick. Shireman comes through. Shireman is very good at, you try to come off those picks and you hit him with the body. He throws himself all over the place.
Celtics doing just enough. They have their largest lead now. 2:40 to go, 3rd quarter. Boston 84, Dallas 75 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Every part of your life deserves protection. From your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Start saving at Clinton Savings Bank when you open a Total Access checking account. Earn a high yield of 4.05 annual percentage yield when requirements are met. Guaranteed through May 31st. With on-the-go banking, you've got anytime access, mobile check deposits in a snap, and access to over 55,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Certain restrictions apply. Call 978-365-3700. Member FDIC, member DIF. NMLS number 422081.
Check out the $5 meal deal at Shaw's and Star Market and get all you need for a pasta meal. Just $5 with the For You digital coupon. This meal deal includes a 1-pound package of Premio Italian meatballs, Signature Select Pasta, Signature Select Pasta Sauce, and their fresh Italian bread that is baked fresh in store. Limit 1 per customer. See store or the app for details. The $5 meal deal is happening now through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 9. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. 84-75. Jason Tatum in his return tonight. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists in 20 minutes. We're about 18 inches from JT right now as he's back on that recumbent bike, which he did late in the first quarter before his return in the second.
Got his nerves under him now. That was the biggest thing. You know, taking those steps. People didn't understand. I kept saying, look, he has to come back. And you're going to have to falter a little bit. But then he's going to get up, and every night you see him, he's going to be more and more comfortable.
He missed his first 6 shots tonight, including a dunk that drew some gasps from the crowd. He got into some rhythm with a putback offensive rebound dunk, then hit a 3. Ended up hitting 5 shots in a row. Now the Celtics looking for the first double-digit lead for either side in this game. Jaylen Brown at the elbow. Ducks the shoulder. Spins. 12-footer. No good. Rebound. Garza got a hand on it, but it comes down to Brandon Williams. He's been good tonight. Racing deep against Shireman. Got in too deep, then throws it out to the wing. Nazi Marshall gets it back from Klay Thompson. Marshall attacks the paint, flips it up, and then is thrown down by Cisse on the lob.
Marshall's been pretty good at that. He's done some things with that big body of his.
13 points, 3 assists for Nazi Marshall. Boston by 7. Eddie Palladino about to announce 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter right now. Peyton Pritchard still struggling. Floats back to Garza. He has not been struggling, but he misses a 3 here on the rebound for Williams. Garza's torn up the Mavericks this year. Williams up the middle of the floor. Backpedaling Shireman. Floats it up. Blocked by Garza. Everybody's so concerned about the primary defender. The Celtics are getting shot blockers coming from the backside. Peyton Pritchard. Celtics now have 7 blocks tonight. Pritchard. Jump pass for Baylor Shireman. Up fakes the 3. Puts it on the floor. Return to Pritchard. He is open. He needs this one, and he gets it.
He looked at the seams. He read whose name was on the basketball before he released that one.
87-77. Celtics have the first double-digit lead for either side. 1:19 to go in the third. Remember, the Mavericks, tough back-to-back. They went down to the wire in Orlando last night. Long way away. Williams for Klay Thompson. Here's a quick 3. Got it. Oh, they keep answering with Klay Thompson.
Oh.
His 4th of the night. 16 points for Klay Thompson off the Dallas bench.
Pritchard just a second late.
87-80. Final minute, third quarter. Boston by 7. Ball in the hands of Jaylen Brown against Nazi Marshall. Brown's going to shoot a pull-up 3. Gets it.
I mean, essentially, they're daring him to take that shot. And he has to take that shot, and once he takes it, the defenders are up on him. And then he'll pump fake and he maybe go by him easy.
22, 5 and 5 for Jaylen Brown. 90-80. Boston by 10. Nazi Marshall.
Let me say this.
Hugo Gonzalez.
Pritchard's working his butt off over there.
Klay Thompson. So Nazi Marshall has to drive, and he fumbled it out of bounds. They'll say hit Shireman. So Dallas will keep it with 6 seconds to shoot and 30.7 to go in the quarter.
Boy, that's the thing about it. You think about guarding him and Steph Curry. Those guys run all day. Too late.
Out of bounds. Klay Thompson fall away in the corner. Barely hits the front rim. Rebound Jaylen Brown. That was a tough one. Celtics just try to get one good shot here. It's about a 4-second differential on the 2 clocks. Boston by 10. Ready to get some more Jason Tatum minutes in the fourth quarter, no doubt. 8 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown straight away against his old nemesis, Caleb Martin. Now is Williams on the switch. Jaylen Brown looking for an opening. Switches to the left hand. Drives, kick back out. Open. Pritchard, 3. No good. Rebound. Ugo crashes. Comes down to Cisse, but they will not have time to get a shot away. That's how the third quarter will come to an end. Big, deep breaths, everybody. 12 minutes to go. On the night that was to be Cooper Flagg's debut, which became Jason Tatum's return, which now is simply a game the Celtics have to win. They trailed by 1 at the end of 1, led by 5 at halftime, up by 10 now as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. Boston 90, Dallas 80 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and the open road is calling. Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event and take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V from Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Ribard, Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration. When the unthinkable happens, fire, flood, storm, or structural damage, it's not just your property that's affected. It's your sense of safety, your memories, your livelihood. At Blue Sky Restoration, we understand that behind every emergency is a person, a family, a team. Real lives disrupted. That's why we do more than just restore buildings. We are committed to restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow. So when disaster strikes, don't panic. Visit goblusky.com and our team will be there.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go at TD Garden on Jason Tatum's return night. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Celtics will take a 10-point lead to the fourth quarter. Needless to say, the sellout streak continues. It's going to continue for a while. Brought to you by Ticketmaster. Feel the thrill of live Celtics basketball at the Garden all season with seats from Ticketmaster. Making a switch. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. There was so much speculation about Jason Tatum returning for the Celtics' next home game, which is a week from tomorrow against the Washington Wizards, because it falls on March 14th. 314. 314 is the St. Louis area code. 314 is the total number of dollars in the Jason Tatum contract. And you know how much time was on the clock in New York when Jason Tatum got the ball before the injury? 3 minutes and 14 seconds.
Where's Nostradamus when you need him? Wow, that's crazy.
It's good to get this over with. And heavy hitters coming up. Cleveland, San Antonio, and OKC out on the road. National TV games galore tonight on ESPN, Sunday on ABC. Tuesday, NBC primetime national game, and then Amazon Prime on Thursday at OKC. Derek White begins the fourth quarter, driving the right side, leans in on Klay Thompson. Tough 12-footer is no good. And the rebound for Cooper Flagg. 12.6 rebounds for Cooper, but he has struggled 5 of 16 from the floor. Drives down the left side, attacks Garza, and scores off the window. He's been a big fourth quarter player this year. And he was against the Celtics in the game down in Dallas.
You got to slow him down with the basketball.
Hauser catches, coming off a screen. His right side three, rims out. Offensive rebound, Derek White. That's just his first rebound tonight.
It's crazy.
But the Celtics are a +7 on the glass. Pritchard strong down the right side, leans in and scores. Cooper Flagg was not in position to defend that shot.
That's right. Beat him quickly and just lay the ball up. Sometimes just put the ball up on the glass.
Pritchard gets into double figures, 4 of 12 shooting, 92-82. Boston by 10, a minute into the fourth. Cooper Flagg creeps down the left side, elevates, runs over Garza. Ball goes out of bounds. That went out of bounds off Flagg. If they're not calling a foul, it should be Boston ball, but I think they're going to make a compromise call, or maybe not. Celtics should get it. Hauser's asking for the ball from Brian Fortin.
Well, Cooper Flagg is like, I got hit.
Derek White saying, let's go. Get it in. Here we go. Celtics by 10, early fourth quarter. Tatum is back in the game. Derek White. Drop back to Pritchard. Pretty good look. Up fakes. Blows by Cooper Flagg. Dribbles to the dotted line and hits the short jumper.
And that's the thing that Pritchard wasn't doing before. This time gets his man up in the air. Quick step. Not all the way. But you're better off, better served getting a mid-range jump shot so people can't block that shot.
Jason Kidd seeing signs of trouble here with the 3:30 a.m. arrival after the back-to-back. Doesn't want this one to slip away. 10:41 to go as Jason Kidd calls timeout. Boston 94, Dallas 82 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The game is on, and the snacks from Big Y? Oh, yeah. Freshly made wings, platters, pizzas, and 30-inch super subs. Big Y makes the crowd go wild. Big Y, nicely done.
Feeling lucky? If not, it may be because your pipes are greener than a leprechaun's hat. This St. Patrick's Day, let Drains by James channel the luck of the Irish and clean those pesky drains. From drain cleaning to pipelining, we've got the magic touch to make them flow like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Visit drainsbyjames.com, because who needs shamrocks when you've got James? That's drainsbyjames.com.
Who's monitoring your systems around the clock without missing a play? Who keeps your environment secure, stable, and always on? Who delivers managed services that strengthen IT and elevate performance? Serving New England for 30 years. Access, security, trust. Intrasystems.com.
It's Jim from Ace Ticket. We all know it's been a tough winter, but soon the white snow will be gone, replaced by Fenway Park's green field. Opening day is around the corner, and the Yankees come to town early this year. So now's your chance to get Yankees tickets starting at just $60. Now is the time to get early season savings or get your seats now for a summer game at Fenway. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on all Red Sox, Boston Celtics, and all your favorites. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Electrical contractors, Granite City Electric Supply now offers 24/7 access for material pickup. Introducing the GCE Night Train Depot. Safe and secure indoor storage at over 27 locations across New England and Albany, New York. Visit GCEnighttrain.com today.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
My eyes are trained on Sam Cassell and Jason Tatum. Just off the Boston bench on the floor, laughing about something. And Sam Cassell gives him a little pat on the hip. And Jason Tatum back out there. We played 1 minute and 19 seconds of the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum and Derek White happy to be back out there together, smiling as they chat. Celtics by 12, 94-82. Tatum 12 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. 22 for Jaylen Brown. Derek White to the quiet 18. Peyton Pritchard didn't shoot it well to start the game, but he's up to 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Has matched a career high. He's got 2 blocks in this game. 2 of the Celtics' 8 blocks, courtesy of Peyton Pritchard.
Game is a funny game when you watch it and you understand that there's the small things that change a game. Tatum getting that first, I always said that. I hope his first shot was going to be like a layup. Well, his first shot actually was a tip-in dunk. And then that calmed him down instead of just becoming a straight jump shooter.
He's missed his first 6, then hit 5 in a row. He's now 5 of 12. Celtics up by 12. Klay Thompson coming behind the screen. Catch and shoot 3 is good. And the Celtics are going to have to deal with vintage Klay Thompson here tonight. He's got 19 on 13 shots in 16 minutes. Derek White tries to get it back from the wing. No good. And a rebound for Cisse. Dallas with the ball down 9. 10-16 to go. Cooper Flag into the front court. Ducks the shoulder into Hauser. Spins. Leans in. Front iron no good. Cisse deflects the rebound, but right into the hands of Derek White. Flag fell down. 5 on 4. Bounce pass lead. Peyton Pritchard reverses it up. Blocked by Cisse. Loose ball pounced down by Sam Hauser. Runs out of the wing. Goes cross court. Derek White puts to the floor on Middleton. Jumps it pass into the corner to Sam Hauser, who steps to his left. 3 in the air is good. Cooper Flag did the Cornet contest. But Hauser stuck with 3 anyway, and the Celtics are back up by 12.
Hauser got a little pump fake. He went flying the other way.
24 Boston assists on their 38 field goals tonight. Tatum jumps the passing lane and has a steal. Tatum leads a 4-on-2. Finds Pritchard. Extra pass into the corner. Hauser 3. Bounces out. Rebound Cooper Flag.
Boy, every time they get a chance to pop the building here, they miss a shot.
7 rebounds for Cooper Flag. Middleton on the wing. Nicky played long enough to get to play with Cooper Flag here. Klay Thompson, too. Thompson pushed to the sideline by Garza. Enters to Cisse. Kick out Cooper Flag. Derek White in front of him. Shot clock at 2. Cooper Flag elevates. Derek White reaches out, slaps the ball away. Leads Pritchard against Klay Thompson. Pritchard bumps him away and lays it in.
And great job by Pritchard to go right to the body of the defender.
How about Derek White knowing that Cooper Flag had to take the shot? He got him on the way up for the steal. 99-85. Celtics by 14. Middleton. Bounce pass for Cooper Flag. Slide drive around. Hauser floats it up and in. Cooper Flag up to 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, but a rough night shooting, 7 of 21. Derek White goes left wing. Jason Tatum. Flag playing way off him. Tatum holding it over his head, fakes the pass, now puts it to the floor, steps into an open 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Pritchard kept it alive. Derek White knocks it away from Washington. Pritchard wins the loop. Ahead to Sam Hauser, and Hauser the floor, and just else bad happened.
A man was going for the end zone, and Joe said, no, give me a timeout here.
If we're going to run 3rd and goal, I want to call timeout first. 8:12 to go. Boston 99, Dallas 87 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit clintonsavings.com, 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Now at Wendy's, you can go big, biggie, or biggier. With our new $4, $6, or $8 meal, you choose your deal, as you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More biggie options, more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics just inching towards the finish line here. 8:12 to go, leading by 12, 99-87. Big Y matchup among the big men tonight has been strange because of the injury to broken finger suffered by Nikola Vucevic. He did not return in this game. It's forced Luka Garza to have to play 18 minutes in this game. He scored 10 points. Kata got a bunch of shots early, courtesy of Jason Tatum. Has 11 rebounds in this game. No Gafford, no Lively for Dallas. That's helped with Dwight Powell starting. Dallas going a little smaller tonight. Celtics up by 12, 99-87 with 8:12 to go.
Well, I like the timeout that Joe called because he can see that ball going absolutely no place. Oh, somebody's become a crowd favorite here.
Get on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Pumping everybody up. It was an NBA Finals atmosphere in here before the game. The volume of media on the court, the buzz about the game. It's so fascinating when you realize the last time an NBA Finals game was played on this court, it was the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks. And the Mavericks have undergone a complete transformation in the 21 months since. Jason Tatum still in the game. He's played 24 minutes. Derek White down the middle of the floor. Gets to the rim, scoops it up. It either got blocked or he missed the layup. B.J. Washington drives past Kata, scoops it up. That's no good. And Tatum has his double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds now for Tatum. Boston by 12, 7:53 to go. Tatum lines up P.J. Washington. Fans wanted to take this shot. The old Pierce against Harrington. Instead, he's going to drive. Hand to Kata. Kata bounce pass out to Derek White. Can't turn the corner on Middleton, so he pulls up at 14 feet. Swish.
They're putting the Tatum in these ISO situations. All of his teammates are jumping up saying, get out of the way, let him go.
101-87. Cooper Flag up fakes the three. Derek White puts the body on it. Jaylen Brown comes to the backside, and as Derek White knocks the ball away, Jaylen lob. Tatum misses the layup. Offensive rebound. Jaylen Brown putback is good. Wasn't a great pass from Jaylen Brown, but probably not the night to try that anyway.
Not ready for that one yet. Oh, wait, let me scream it out. Baby steps!
103-87. Celtics by 16. Attacking Nazi Marshall, blocked to the rim by Kata. Celtics closing in on this one now. 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, up by 16. Derek White for Jaylen Brown, extra pass. Tatum rocking the three, got it!
Wow. Wow. That's a great punctuation. To all those people who said, don't let him come back, don't.
Jaylen Brown's 6th assist is a perfect one to set up Tatum for a three that may just have decided. Timeout, Jason Kidd. Boston 106, Dallas 87.
Well, good things have happened. And it was a night that started out when you saw him miss that first first 6 shots and then miss a dunk. Everybody was back on their hunches. And then all of a sudden, he got that dunk. And then he got some shots. And then he started to feel comfortable. And more you see him, you're going to be more like Jason Tatum.
15 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists for Tatum tonight in 25 minutes. Throw in a steal. And the Celtics closing in on this one, up by 19. Again, in many ways, the perfect scenario. You're catching Dallas at a tough back-to-back, and they are fading here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the scenario you said, catch him on the perfect time, but also this is more about what Tatum brings to the table tonight. And he said Flag comes into a place that essentially was tailor-made for him. And all of a sudden, Tatum comes back in his own building and plays his first game. And the crowd has been electric almost every time he touched the basketball.
Miami trying to snap that Charlotte winning streak. They're up by 7. 115-108 midway through the fourth quarter.
You don't think
Charlotte?
You don't think we can get him after the game? What place are we?
I'm guessing that he will be with George Sedano on ESPN when this one is over. 19 is the margin. 6:42 to go. Tatum stays in the game. 25 minutes and counting. Cooper Flag, middle of the floor, squares, mid-block, jumper no good. A little flip shot, rebound, Kata. And Cooper Flag, 7 of 22. Playing on the floor, which he saw games as a kid.
That's aggressive.
Entry, Derek White. Kata leans in, runs it off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. They'll call this on Nazi Marshall. Kata will get free throws. And again, factor in everything Cooper Flag has gone through today with the build-up and all the people from Maine and the tickets. And let's face it, he idolized Grandy and Max growing up, so to have Grandy and Max calling his game at TD Garden, that's got to be a...
God bless him up in Maine. Some maniacs. Been up there before in Bangor. Talk about the moose meat.
Is simply, his basketball instincts at his age are simply extraordinary.
Yep.
And remember, by the way, he has now played 28 minutes on a back-to-back, and he just came back from injury last night.
And he's only going to get better with better players around him.
No question.
Essentially, he didn't think he was going to have to take this position with the guys who were in front of him.
Celtics starting to pull away now. 9 straight points to lead by 21. 108-87 with 6:18 to go. Cooper Flagg with Derek White on his shoulder. Bounce pass out to Nazi Marshall. Marshall attacks Tatum, gets to the dotted line. Flip shot, no good. Rebound, Keita. I think it might be time to say goodnight here for Jason Tatum.
I give
He's
that.
done his part. Tatum straight away, spins away from Nazi Marshall. He wants one more. Tatum to the free throw line. No shot available, throws out to Derek White. Tatum sets the screen. He wants this ball. Has it back, left side, up fake on Cooper Flagg. 2 steps in, tough 14-footer, air ball. And a rebound Middleton. That's what you get for forcing it. Long lead pass, Christie against Derek White. Keita comes to the backside, blocks it. And here comes Tatum leading the 4-on-3. Jaylen Brown, right side of the floor. They want to get him a good night shot. Instead, Jaylen enters to Keita, who lays it in. Score and a foul, and this one is done.
Nice pass then by Jaylen Brown. And you can look at Jaylen Brown. Look at the numbers on him. 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 24 points. He's done a good job of, kind of being in the background. And I told him before the game, I said, this is a celebration about you, too, with Tatum coming back.
Celtics have 5 guys with multiple blocks tonight. Keita, Hauser, White, Pritchard, and Shireman. Or I should say Garza. Sort of an inverse of the game in Dallas. Cooper Flagg's night is likely done. 16 points, 7 rebounds in 29 minutes.
As you kept him back in, they brought him back.
He walked to the bench. Keita will shoot a free throw here. Tatum sort of looking back at the bench. We're getting near the end of his night. Keita misses the free throw. Rebound for Caleb Martin. So we're at 110-87. Celtics led by 23 in the fourth at Dallas. They lead by 23 here. Cooper Flagg running layup, no good. Rebound Tatum. Off the middle of the floor he comes. Tatum looking around. Bounce pass drop for Derek White. They really want to get Tatum one more here. It's obvious. Keita palming it. Gonna move it to Tatum. Tatum against Caleb Martin. Keita sets the screen. Tatum lobs it instead inside to Keita, who scoops and scores. There's the 7th assist for Jason Tatum. They have been spoon-feeding Keita all night. 12 points, 13 rebounds for Keita. 15, 12, and 7 for Tatum. Caleb Martin, quarter 3, no good. And a rebound, Cooper Flagg went over the back of Tatum to get an offensive foul, loose ball foul.
I'm like you. I'd say Tatum out of the game.
Yep. And here he comes. A standing ovation. 10 months in the making. 10 months full of emotion, of struggle to get back, and a night tonight that encapsulated it. So difficult at the beginning to overcome the emotion, and it just got better and better, and it ends with Jason Tatum taking a seat on the bench with a warming smile on his face. Derek White missed the 3. Cooper Flagg has the rebound, so Cooper's staying out there. He's got 8 rebounds now. This is a 25-point game. Cooper Flagg spins away from Jaylen Brown. Kick to the corner. Williams' 3 is good, ending the 13-0 Boston run.
You remember he was talking before when he first, the Achilles, he was talking about how he couldn't take his own bath. He had to have people around him.
As humbling as it gets. Jaylen Brown drives, lays it up, blocked by Cisse. Offensive rebound. Keita fouled on the putback.
But it is very humbling. You think about things that you naturally do for yourself, and you get an injury like that. And I always said that. That's the worst thing for any player, to walk into a building and then to be carried out of a building. It's the worst thing imaginable.
Remember this, too, and there are many things to remember. Jaylen Brown going to be done for the night. What happened in Jason Tatum's first 5 minutes on an NBA floor in his NBA debut? Gordon Hayward. Now that nightmare always stayed with him, and then he had to live it himself at the worst possible time. Ron Harper will come in. Speaking of people that Maine fans enjoyed seeing, Ron Harper had some big games playing for the Maine Celtics this year. But What will always be forgotten is Jason Tatum was having one of the games of his life in Game 4 before that injury. Tatum gets the free throws.
That game seemed like he was destined maybe to have a 50-point game.
He was
the way
on
he was
it.
rolling.
Celtics putting this one away here in the fourth quarter. A 24-point lead with 4:14 to go. Williams going to pull up, shoot a three, and knock it down.
Tell you what, I like Williams.
I do too.
He has great foot speed, instinct, shoots the ball from the outside.
Looks like he belongs.
Yes.
114-93. 21 is the margin. Peyton Pritchard out there with Harper, Shireman, Keita, and Hugo Gonzalez to finish this one up. Peyton Pritchard, lob, Keita, two-hand slam. Well, Keita has been spoon-fed all night. 16 points, 14 rebounds. That's the 6th assist for Peyton Pritchard. Three from the wing. Another one is knocked down. This one is Ryan Nembhard. It's a matter of the final margin there, 116-96. So it's trying to get some of their statistical mojo back after getting hammered by the Charlotte Hornets here on Wednesday. Johnson, Nembhard, Martin, Williams, Cisse, 5 on the floor to finish it for Dallas. Pritchard step back and 14 feet hits. And Peyton Pritchard has had a night which he fought through early adversity to have a really good game. Nembhard, kick out of the wing. The three is no good from Williams. He's trying to draw a foul. Rebound comes all the way to the corner. Pritchard's got it. We're down to exactly 3 minutes remaining if you're syncing up right now. 118-96. Pritchard takes the handoff back from Keita. Pritchard looking for an opening, gets to the elbow, 14-footer, got it. I love the way Peyton Pritchard is looking to use these minutes to get himself back in rhythm. 18-7-6 for Peyton Pritchard after a shaky start. Hugo Gonzalez gives a foul. It's to get Amari Williams in the game and get Keita out. Huge numbers for Keita on a night Nikola Vucevic broke a finger and he had to play big minutes. Keita and Garza combined for 26 points and 18 rebounds with the injury to Vucevic.
Yeah, I think that Keita, and you're going to have more now from Garza.
Let me just say 3 names as Nembhard hits a 16-footer. Jared Allen, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. That's the road trip. Celtics desperately needed this win, and they're going to get it. 13th win of their last 16 games. Pritchard down the right side, kicks out of the wing. Shireman touches into the corner. Ron Harper trying to get on the board, misses the 3. Caleb Martin has a weak side rebound. Down to the final 2:12 to go. And you can just feel, coming off Jason Tatum, the relief. And there are going to be rough nights for him, but nothing as emotional as this.
Yeah, I mean, you had to get past that first hurdle. It was essentially falling off the bike, getting back on the bike, and then starting to pedal the bike.
2 minutes to play in the quarter.
Nembhard throws it out for Williams. His 3 is short, and the rebound for Ron Harper. I'll never forget looking down at Jason Tatum from our spot. We had to follow the play. The Knicks got a break off. It was a Jaylen Brown turnover when the injury happened. Ron Harper missed the 3. Hugo crashes, can't get the rebound. And try to process what I was just seeing. That when you have those non-contact injuries, it just felt bad. I didn't, you and I didn't want to say Achilles at the time, but you knew immediately.
Well, and I think we knew it because we had just seen so many of them happen.
I said the same thing to my wife watching Game 7 when Halliburton went down. It's an Achilles. Nembhard fumbles it, has it back.
Carry.
And get away with a carry or a double dribble. Nobody cares now. A 22-point game. Caleb Martin. Throw a bounce pass. Johnson finds Williams in the corner. Steps to an 18-footer and knocks it down. Dallas will get to 100 tonight. 120-100. The Celtics are going to score over 100 points here in the final 3 quarters. So such a shaky, uneven offensive start, but the game itself was a metaphor for the last few months for Jason Tatum. Shireman to the free throw line, attacks, fumbles it, and forces it over Cisse, missing. The Celtics will get that 42nd win, 42-21, twice as many wins as they have losses, as they head out with house money on that killer road trip starting early on Sunday in Cleveland. Nembhard, crazy deep 3 is no good. Shireman will grab the rebound. Another double-digit plus rebounding night for the Celtics. Will not shoot here as Peyton Pritchard comes across half court. So much emotion bottled up at the start of the night, but the number one, as it comes to an end, relief.
Yes, absolutely. And I think on everybody's part. One, I remember you many times just like, man, are they going to let him play to get this thing over with, get it started, and they have.
Nemhart will walk it across half court in the final 15 seconds. We'll tick off the clock. A night 10 months in the making, and it was a three-part opera that played out in front of us. But Jason Tatum's 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists aren't the story. His return was the first day of the rest of his basketball life is finally behind him, and it is a big night for Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. A 20-point home win, and now they head on the road with the wind at their back and their star in the lineup. The final score, Boston 120, Dallas 100. We'll talk to Peyton Pritchard next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Jump pass for Baylor Scheinman, up fakes the three, puts it on the floor, return to Pritchard. He is open, he needs this one, and he gets it.
He looked at the seams. He looked, you read whose name was on the basketball before he released that one.
Amidst the spotlight, amidst the sideshows, amidst the bright lights, and a 20-point Boston win, there were a lot of little things that happened in this game, and a lot of them involved Peyton Pritchard, who joins us outside the Celtics locker room. But let's start with the lead story. What I just said in real time was there were so many emotions in the building tonight that when this game finally got to the end, it felt like relief was at the top of the list, and to look down at the end of the bench and see JT smiling that this night was finally behind him, it's just a feel-good night for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely kind of like a emotional night. It almost felt like a opening night of like when we won our championship game that started that year. So it had that type of emotion, but it was good to see JT back, and we got to get it going from here.
A lot of people don't focus on certain things, and I do watching the basketball game. You worked your ass off today trying to run behind, Thompson coming off those picks. You did a great job.
For sure.
Because you were anticipating, and for an old guy, he was running around.
Oh, no, he was hitting tonight too. So once he gets high, it's hard to stop him because he just catches and fires. So, but I just did my best job just trying to stop him from shooting.
And I think, and the reason Max brings it up, and we talked about it a lot in the second half, because there seems to be an epidemic around here for people who conflate shooting with playing well. And there are so many millions of things that you and Derek do. And tonight was a great example of that as you take this step forward in your career, they're clearly defending you differently. And as every time that changes, you have to adjust on the fly while still making all the plays you've been making all year.
For sure. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, though. In this last 5-game stretch, 3 of those games, I was awful. So I have a high standard for myself. I know what I'm capable of. And, there's going to be bumps in the road, but it's just like how I overcome them and keep getting better and better. And, by the end of the season, it's, I hope to be peaking by then.
Think of the things you've been a part of, right, in your career. This